Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to Sits Out Tarot. I'm your host with the Ghost Tanahmera, and I'm here tonight to just pull some ancestral messages through the 1010 portal. We're in the shadow of the portal now, so I figured it's a good time to check out what they have to say. I just got to set up my hang on a second. It's telling me some weird shit about what is this? All right. Whatever. So let's check it out. My lappy top. Oh, my orientation is off. Why is it doing that? Okay, hang on. Orientation is locked. Rotate device. I don't want to. I suppose I can though. Okay, there we go. Hopefully y'all can hear me. I actually need someone to show up in the chat and let me know if you can hear me. I'm gonna wait. Well, it's so weird to do it in Hi Bree, can you hear me? I've never done a live using my phone before, so this is so weird. I have my laptop, look, right here. You can't see. It's right over here behind me, behind the camera. So I can see the chat better because it's too small on my phone, even with my good glasses on. Can you hear me? Okay, cool. I was paranoid. Yeah, I didn't tell anyone I was going live. I was trying to sleep, and I'm like, Spirit, what time is it? Because he woke me up. And all I heard was time to do a live, and I was like, for Pete's sake. Hello, person in Russia. I can't read Russian, so. Hello from Russia. I cannot read that language. It looks like, I don't know. It actually looks like Sanskrit. Would you be able to translate that to English? Because I'm a simp who can't read any language, but like stuff like English, Spanish, Italian, French. But hi, Max. Thank you. All right. So I'm gonna wait for a few more people to get in here, and then I'll start pulling in ancestral messages for everybody. Because like, there's a portal right beside me in the next room, and you know, that's where they all love to come here through. Oh, it's okay, girl. You do you. I'll see you when I see you. Yeah, I was gonna just do previews of my new decks, but Spirit instructed me to go live, so that's what we're doing. Oh, it is too hot in here for me, seriously. Okay, I was just told to pull Shadow Work deck, which is up here for someone. All right. Okay, the first card just went flying right off the top. You guys can't see it because it's out of frame. I'll try to move this back so you guys can see me and the cards. There we go. That's better. And you can see my dirty old ashtray and my coffee. There we go. That's a little better, sort of, kind of. Okay, I'll put those back. And these ones, yeah, I was told we're going to use these today too. Okay, just finishing up my little setup and just getting my decks ready so that I can do ancestral readings using my decks. So just so you know, my readings are self-help oriented. They're not like love readings, or I won't spiritually creep your person. It's not what I do. But if I'm told to reach for either of these two decks, I will, and they would have love messages. But this one's more to do with self-love. So, okay, getting the things ready. Sorry, I should have probably prepped this before. It's just, but I was like, what time is it, Spirit? And he's like, time to do a live. And I was like, sir, yes, sir. So I just hopped on the live and didn't think to do any prep work. Okay. Just in case those are needed. I'm just getting my cards out of their boxes so I can use them as we go. Because, yeah, it's great when you think you're going to lay down and go to sleep, and Spirit's like, oh, no, you're not. Thank you. I'm sure you look good too, honey. You always look good. You're gorgeous. Okay, I'm trying to really move my camera back so you guys can see me and the cards. It's just this new setup, I'm telling you. I'm about to move, so the setup will be very different again in my new place. I don't know, man. The Spirit's like, F the cards, keep yourself in the frame. Smoke a cigarette. I'd rather not. I just had one before I came on here, so I'm about to quit. Okay, so the first message was extreme impatience, breathe and relax. This is my Sharkology 101 deck. So there's a little bit of lag between my phone and what you guys are seeing. So on this deck, my Sharkology 101, the problem's up here, solution is here. It's a shadow work deck. So for those of you who are feeling extremely impatient, just breathe and relax. Whatever it is you're waiting on is coming through, okay? You just gotta chill. Beetlejuice. Hi, Jerry. It's not Beetlejuice, though. It's Nightmare Before Christmas. So it's Jack Skellington. But I can see where people get it confused because of the stripes. Okay. Anything else? Any shadow work messages from the ancestors of people showing up in the live stream or the playback? Resentment. Okay, the resentment, it says, let all your bullshit go. And by bullshit, I'm not speaking about dishonesty. I mean all the heavy shit that's been weighing you down for a hot minute. Anything you have post-traumatic stress about, that just, you'll be in a great mood, and then all of a sudden, you'll remember something horrible, and it can send you into a spiral. That stuff. And the way to do it is anchor yourself in the present moment and go, that's the past. It's gone. It doesn't exist anymore. I'm here now, and I'm in my power. So, okay, blame shifting. Just fucking apologize. I don't know if this is you guys or someone connected to you guys that needs to apologize to you. Shoving people in boxes, fix your control issues. So I'm not sure, again, if this has been done to you guys or if you guys have done this to someone, okay? And I'm not an inclusive reader, so if I get any clarity on which way it's going, I'll say something on it. Indecisiveness, sever distractions. So some of you have too many choices, narrow them down. Okay? The one that makes your heart beat, or skip a beat even. That's the one to go for. Toxic addictions, detox yourself. If someone's got a stage 5 clinger, let a bitch breathe. So just tell the person that. Just say, listen, man, fucking let me breathe. Back up. My bubble is huge. I'm a shark, you know. Self-sabotage. So the solution for self-sabotage is self-reflection. Where am I sabotaging myself? Very bitter, not very good. You ate a cat yesterday. Not very bitter, not very good. Wow. Interesting. I've never eaten a cat, so I have no idea. Okay. Overthinking. Do more, think less. Ulterior motives. Don't play yourself. Okay, so someone around you has ulterior motives. You suspect it, and your ancestors are saying, don't play yourself. Like your intuition is right about this person. Okay. Also, for anyone who has ulterior motives going into something, don't play yourself, because whoever you're trying to deceive can see through your shit too. Be mindful of that and maybe rethink it. Maybe just come correct and say, yo, I need to ask for your help on this matter, instead of having any kind of ulterior motive. You might be surprised. The person might help you. Victimhood mentality. Own your bad choices. Again, don't know who this is for. Guilt and shame. Forgive yourself. Speculation or gossip. Ask, don't assume. Okay, somebody here. It's either you or someone in your energy says you're an asshole, apply advice given. So that tells me either someone here is asking for help that they're not applying, like the answer's already been given to you and you haven't applied it, and you keep, talking to somebody about the same things over and over again, or some asshole keeps coming to you for advice, asking you for advice that they have no intention of fucking taking. They're like just straight up harvesting your time and energy and basically draining you, Defensive aggression, find peaceful resolution. And sometimes that means cutting defensive and aggressive people all the way out of your life. Just walk away. That is your peaceful resolution. Just cutting them all the way off. Okay. Hostile and abrasive. Don't insult others. So I don't know if anyone here likes trolling people. Bad idea. Right? There's actually a card in here about trolling. So, and that's why my mind is being drawn to it right now. I'm not going to try to find it, but if it comes out, I won't be surprised. You checked out or disassociated, get the fuck back here. So I don't know who is on autopilot, but Spirit is saying ground yourself in the present moment. Quit checking out. Whatever it is you're trying to avoid, just confront it and then be done with it if that's what it takes. instead of checking out, like being there but not being there, confront the issue, and if you have to, for the sake of your own peace, leave. Okay. Cheating player dumped the hood rat. Someone's dating a hoe. Or is one. Listen, whatever. Don't shoot the messenger, man. I'm not hoe shaming anybody. Those aren't my body parts. They're your own, right? It's not my business. Unhealthy attachment, detach and release. If you're finding yourself obsessed with a person, place, or thing that's weighing you down or blocking your blessings, just detach from it. Let it go. Separate yourself from it. That may require a physical move. I don't know what the attachment is. I just know that there is one. You're slacking. Hustle harder. For those of you who are wondering why stuff isn't coming in. All right, I'm gonna I have to refresh my laptop because it's lagging. So, 1 second. Alrighty, there we go. That's better. Why is it showing me top chat? I want to see live. 1 sec, loves. Sorry about this. YouTube is weird. Okay. All right, let's see what else is going on. This is my Sharkology 101 deck, okay? It's a shadow work self-help oracle that I made. I'm obsessed with sharks, for anyone who doesn't know. Everything is fucking shark in my world, myself included. I think I'm a shark trapped in a human body. Not literally, but like, if I could pick a skin suit, it would have been a shark. Uninspired laziness, make a to-done list. Okay, so if you're feeling uninspired because you happen to have something like ADHD, where one task turns into 500 and you never get the original thing done, like the first fucking thing on your list, you try to do it and then 500 other things crop up in between. Like you notice this and then you notice that and then you notice this. The solution for this is to make a to-done list. You check off all the things that are done instead of a to-do list. It's the opposite of a to-do list. And then you'll feel more productive and more inspired. And yeah, because feeling uninspired, or like you've got this big to-do list to do, that sends some people into overwhelm, right? And then it just, thinking about it too much will stop you from even getting things done. So don't do that. Make a to-done list. After you've done something, put it on your to-done list. Fuck what you didn't do. Look what you did do, you know? Hypersensitive, offended. Stop posturing. And or projecting. Sometimes that's the issue too. If you're dealing with a hypersensitive or offended person, tell them stop posturing. Stop virtue signaling at me and stop trying to put me in your box. Like, you're unhealed, I'm not. So how about that? We're coming from two totally different places here, right? I hate when people use triggered as an excuse to just trauma dump on people. Jealousy, envy, spite. Confront self-hatred. So if you have a jealous, envious, or spiteful person in your life and you're aware of it, just tell them to confront their own self-hatred instead of projecting it onto you, okay? Because that's what that is. They're failing to see their own worth and hating on you because you know yours. Workaholic slave, rest and enjoy life. Workaholic slaves, when you're taking on too much and you're burning your candle at both ends. And those of you who are doing that, your ancestors are saying, rest and enjoy life. Like, you don't have to show up for everyone all the fucking time. You don't gotta be Superman. Like, just because you're capable of it doesn't mean you're always on call. Okay? Have a seat. Kick your feet up. Chill. Whatever that means to you. Projection of PTSD. Okay, so emotional literacy. I don't know if you've got someone doing this in your, like in your circle, like people you hang out with, or if it's like someone who is just not emotionally mature and they just project all their shit onto you, or assume you're just like asshole people who wronged them in the past. But if that's the case, yeah, you need to tell them to go get some fucking therapy because you're not the doctor. Selfie junkie. Stale, get real confidence. Okay, someone has a selfie junkie around them who is, it's like false confidence, you know, seeking the attention of others by posting selfies all the time. And they've no idea how narcissistic they look to to everyone else. Okay, they're like, I don't want to say blissfully unaware of it. They're just not aware of it. And for me, that's a red flag of insecurity. If you have to post a whole shit ton of selfies of yourself, I'm like, wow, there's a, you know, it just screams, I'm really insecure. Can you please pay attention to me? And it's needy and desperate and creepy. It gives me the heebie-jeebies. Okay, dietary issues. Consult a dietitian. Someone here needs to adjust their diet. You're eating stuff that's bad for you. And you need to cut some shit out of your diet. You like your health issues and possibly your ability to concentrate and focus is due to what you're consuming. Numbness, feel your pain. And are there any more, Spirit? Man, I have a ton of cards out here, you guys. Half step and ask, commit, and go for it. I don't know who's being a chicken shit, but stop. Okay? You can't do half step and ask anything if you want to win at life. You got to go all in. Like, go big or go home. Right? Otherwise, you'll never know what you would have amounted to. You know? Okay, so we're going to do I don't know if I should do sharkery like this deck or that one. I think we'll do sharkening. So this is 105 soul mechanic upgrades and activations. I don't know if y'all are ready for this, but here we go. This one wants out. Okay, for those of you who have really been through the ringer, I've been destroyed 1,000 ways, and now I know 1,000 ways to rebuild myself. Okay, let go of the narrative. This is what just came through. Let go of the narrative that you're broken. Don't say shit like, I'm broken to yourself. Because if you say that, then broken you'll be because you were the one speaking that over your life. It's not anybody else. Okay? So, allow yourself to be a beginner. No one starts out being excellent. We all learn more as we go, and with practice. Hello, Altair 30. How am I? I'm great. I'm all excited. I'm gonna move soon. I just wanted to get the 1010 portal messages in before my move. So, and I'm pulling in the Day of the Dead and this Samhain messages too. So like the incoming messages from both those portals, I'm pulling them in now tonight. Hi, Andrea. Okay, get in, Sharkling. Stay true to yourself. We are shifting timelines and going on an upward spiral together. I don't know if y'all can see that. There's quite the glare, which is weird because I have no lights at all behind my cameras. Okay. Anchor yourself in your own flow. Play with your vibe and tweak your frequency. Okay, I'm going to address all the weirdos in some of y'all's circles because, man, these cards that came out before that some of you weren't here for yet, it looks like you got a lot of asshole people in your circles. If they're not physically in your life, these are people that used to be in your life that you've walked away from, and they're still fucking playing in your energy. That's why this is coming through. And just remember this. Haters gonna hate, but sharks gonna shark. Okay, we're sharks over here. So we just ignore them because fuck them. They're not a shark. Sharkening, my love language is reminding you of your power. You don't owe these people anything, and you don't need their permission to just live the life that's yours to live as you see fit. No shade, but the peace I have now was worth every toxic thing I left behind. Every toxic thing in person I left behind. I don't know why the light is being weird on my laptop. I must have had a visitor just now. Okay, I gotta fix the, Yeah, it has been a long time. I knew I wasn't seeing the full chat. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've done a live, that's why. I've been a busy bee prepping to move and stuff. And getting 2 more decks launched. Revamped and launched. So. Hello. To. I cannot say your name. It's a beautiful name, though. I don't want to say it wrong. Sounds like an archangel. I'm not trying to piss off a fellow divine being. Don't waste your energy trying to force change on people. Change how you deal with them. Cut them all the way off. Because these people are vamping you. The ones who stay in your energy, right? And acting like, oh, I need your help because I'm... There's another reader on YouTube. Her name is Bronwyn. And she was talking about, the last few days, she was talking about weaponized incompetence. That's what these people are doing. They're pretending to be more incompetent than they are, when the truth is, they just don't want to be accountable for the state their life is in or in healing themselves. Aw. Well, I'm sending blessings to you, Andrea. You and your daughter, that you guys will come to a peaceful resolution. Say no to people, places, and things that drain your energy and waste your time. You might need to set up boundaries, too, with some people. That's what this whole say no to people, places, and things that drain your energy and waste your time. Listen, Sharkling, our whole squad has knowledge of self. The ops are outnumbered, powerless, and irrelevant. Boom. Okay. Relax, breathe easy, pace yourself, take breaks to nourish and heal. Respect your body, rest, and recharge. Okay, somebody here is fucking overdoing it. I already mentioned it, but it's time for you to just cut the whole world off for a minute and just pour into yourself, because just judging by the cards on the table already, you've got a shit ton of energy vamps who are playing in your energy. These are known and unknown. And if you're under any kind of spiritual attack, I want to say to you, so I did a video about breaking up the energies of spiritual attack, but to really dismantle them, you need to cut out all the noise. Even if you have to go for a walk in nature by yourself, just wander off into a forest. Ask the Most High and your higher self, okay? In what ways do I need, like, how can I completely dismantle these energies of spiritual attack that I can feel are being set against me, right? Because the ancestor said in the video I did the other day that what you're doing is working for you, so continue to do that. Like if you're praying and you're using any of the holy smokes or crystals, and that is working, but there's something else. If you guys are still, if all of that's going on and you're still feeling hit by stuff, then you need to ask your higher self, how do I dismantle this? Like, and completely kaput it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the name of one of the archangels, right? And so I'm not trying to piss my brothers off, if you hear me. Yeah, different languages do say it differently. I don't suppose it does matter if you're calling on the actual being. Like, he straight doesn't give a shit. But, yeah. My name, that's my real name, Tanahmera. It means heaven on earth. So, yeah. Sending positive vibes and positive energy. You're awesome, Andrea. Thank you, honey. Even if you can't see it yet, walk in trust that everything is working out in your favor and for your highest good. Okay? Because remember, at all times, even when it feels like all this stuff is going on, you're not going through it alone, okay? Like, the Most High is with you through everything. There's no such thing as, if you're a chosen one, there's no such thing as alone. We've never been alone in our lives. He's with us everywhere we are, within us and externally. He externally cloaks us and walks right beside us. Study your astrology birth chart and your numerology life path number. Someone needs to do that. The reason being is, so, number one, so you'll have a better understanding of your north node, which is your life purpose, and your south node, which is what blocks you from your life purpose, and also what your enemies are trying to attack, because they likely have your birth information. They likely have all of this information on you, and they can use it to try to attack you, right? Okay, work on things other people can't steal from you. Personal power, self-mastery, inner peace, your mindset, will, and well-being. You guys are so sweet in the chat. See, I love our little community. Like, it's evident that we all love and sustain each other very much. You know, and it's mutual. There's nobody vamps anybody. The odd troll comes in here, but I have lots of mods who will kick them off, so I don't got to worry about that. And I'll kick them off myself, so that if I catch somebody trolling anybody here, they're done. I do not allow that. Let them keep doing what's popular. You keep doing what's purposeful and necessary for your soul's growth and enhancement. Spirit just said, have the courage. This is in one of my cards. Actually, have the audacity. Let me say it like this. Have the audacity to do as you please without anyone else's permission. Okay? So, because you don't need it. You have the Most High's permission to walk in your purpose and do as he tells you. You don't need any human being's consent. You only need your own. And you've got it. And you've got the Most High's consent. No, everything else is just noise. Any opinions? Don't be letting people clip your wings. I think the fuck not. You know? Live a drama-free life. File people who bring it under no thanks. And if someone tries to steal your spark, make sure they lose everything in the wake of your fire. Shine brighter. And the spirit said, fucking radiate. He didn't say the F word. That's me. I'm totally doing the whole... When he speaks through me, he does it because he knows I'm sweary. And I speak with a level of authority that, like, commands awesome things into being. Over whoever is watching me that, like, isn't an asshole op trying to sabotage anything. Don't cry for the past or stress about the future. They don't exist. Live in the present and use your energy to beautify it. Like, make today awesome. Make every day awesome. Never confuse what you're offered with what you're worth. And never let a motherfucker snake you. Reject all MPI. Excuse me. An MPI is a minimum possible investment. So people who try to breadcrumb you or lowball you, undercut you in some way, no, man. Sorry, you can't afford my services. This is the part where you keep it pushing. You know? The quality of your life is determined by how much you invest in yourself, not by what others think about you. Straight up, if those people aren't feeding you, married to you, or financing you, their opinion doesn't matter. And if they are married to you and they're an abusive person and you're considering getting the hell out of there, then also their opinion doesn't matter because they voided the contract by abusing you in some way, okay? The contract of marriage, I'm saying. At the minute one spouse abuses another in any way, that union loses God's blessing. A lot of people aren't aware of this, but, like, it's totally true. Focus on purpose and slay your goals. Don't talk about it, be about it. Your results will speak for you. And the reason why you're not supposed to talk about it is because, as I said, you have legitimate ops playing in your energy. And so I know you're excited about what good news you have and what great plans you and the Lord have made. Don't tell the people in your circle, okay? Let your actions speak for you. It'll be known once you did it. And you'll pull it off with no interference if you don't tell a soul. If it just stays between you and the Most High. Spiritual warfare is real as fuck. If you can't defeat the enemy in your mind, you can't defeat the enemies on the battlefield. And finally, never settle for less because you'll receive less than what you settled for. Okay, so there are a lot of op-ass people playing in your energy right now, and they should not be. This portal, use the energies of this portal to sever any ties to people known and unknown who are playing in your energy. So, like, if they have attached any kind of cords to you or given you gifts, things like that, throw all of that out. You don't need it. I'm telling you, the Most High will give you something even better, something that isn't cursed. Or the other thing you can do is cleanse it. If it's something you need to do your purpose that you got from a person who went and turned on you, you can cleanse it with holy smokes, Palo Santo, cedar, sage, all of that. You can pray over it, ask God's blessing, stuff like that. So, oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to go in with the Shaggery deck. I just want to cut the deck and see what would pop out. Detach from who you say you are to become who you actually are. Because you have no idea how powerful you are. And sometimes we ourselves keep ourselves stuck in this box of a false identity that we were given when we were born here. And that's not even close to who we are. Because if you were to stay in that box, you would feel insignificant. And God doesn't make anything that's insignificant. He's not capable of that. Listen. Oh, this says, listen, you beautiful bitch. I'm about to fuck you up with the truth. You are the key and the door. Unlock yourself. Okay. Master your own energy and live in your own vibe. Because that's the one thing other people can't attack. Is your frequency because it's yours and no one else has it. That's the one thing. Well, there's a few things, but that's a very potent thing. And the fastest way to do it is stay in the vibe of authenticity. If you don't resonate with people, you don't got to be nice to them people anymore. You don't even have to associate with them. You can just book it and do your own thing. Right? You don't have to explain to people why you're leaving their lives. They'll figure it out when you're long gone. You can just leave them with their own reflections about how shitty they were treating you, and they'll work it out. If you want something bad enough, you will find a way to get it. For those of you trying to manifest, and I'm talking about a good way, not a bad way. Being in your own vibe, unaffected by the energy of others, is superpower. That's why these people try to play in your energy, right? And look at this hot mess I've made on this table. You guys can't even see it. It's bad. There's a big mess of cards right in my face. It's driving my OCD nuts. Stop making excuses for people who disrespect you. Yeah. I'm here for you. A big sister right here to shark the ops you got. You were always one decision away from a totally different life. This no is a complete sentence. You don't have to explain yourself. Sometimes you don't even have to say no. When people try to force you by like asking you a question, like this or that, or presenting you with an offer, you can just like pull your head back and be silent and just physically walk away. You don't have to give them an answer at all, because just not saying anything is an answer. It's like, this is beneath me. I can't even. No. It speaks for itself. Your actions will speak for themselves. Seek not to be an attention whore. Respect yourself. That's for the selfie junkie person whose energy I was picking up on. And I'm not saying that to come for anybody, right? Social media trains you to do that, to add content to it in that fashion. It's not entirely your fault. The longer you entertain what isn't for you, the longer you postpone what is. The struggle is not real. Stop chanting that bullshit. Never allow others to manipulate you. Your unhappiness is caused by being out of alignment with yourself. Like, aside from all the bullshit people are doing, the reason they're able to even be in your energy is because in some way, you may possibly be out of alignment with yourself, and that's not victim blaming. I'm not saying there aren't asshole people who relentlessly attack. Yes, there are. But you got to be so secure in your own vibe and so anchored in your own flow that whatever is happening, whatever people are saying or doing, can't really mess with you. Okay? Put no other person above you. This is idolatry. So let's say the Lord says to you, I need you to move house. And for an example, we'll pretend it's abroad, okay? Say he says, I need you to move abroad. Oh, I can't do that because this person and that person and this person. Okay, but the Lord, though. This person, that person, and this person, they don't have a better plan for your life than the Lord does. So you just go where he says, okay? Be obedient, because I'm telling you, there's a reason he wants you to distance yourself. Oh my God, I got to tell you guys a little bit later about a dream I had. Self-sacrifice is still human sacrifice. Do not let these people sacrifice you. Okay? Let people gossip and wonder. Focus on yourself, not others. And for those of you who need to chill and relax, Spirit says enjoy the fruits of your labors without feeling guilty. Offended doesn't equal right. Get the fuck over yourself. Some of you guys got some people in your lives who want offendy awards. Let them be offended. They chose that. That's not even on you. Seriously, you want to sit there all offended? Knock yourself out. That's like straight up. Sounds like a whole bunch of not my problem. Pattern, interrupt yourself and switch your focus. Okay, this is for those of you who, when people are playing with your energy and they're like, remember this, remember that, they're stirring up the post-traumatic stress and all that, because there is spiritual post-traumatic stress. That's people playing in your energy, provoking bad memories that have happened to you that you've already healed from, okay? And they do it because it's a weak, bitch-ass attempt, a sneaky, hidden one, too, because they do it in the shadows. They don't do it in your face, to try to lower your vibe so that you're miserable like them, and then they can attack you. So don't allow that to happen. Realize that's exactly what they're doing. And just know, man, here, you can't fix them. We're not the doctors anymore. Even if we came here as healers, listen, that's not what we're here to do. We're not here to heal people who intentionally waste our time or bully other people or are how do I say this? On some kind of whack-ass satanic soul train, you know? You have enough, you do enough, you are enough. Relax. Gratitude precedes the miracle. Give thanks. Be patient with yourself when learning new things. Create something and go pro and inspire others. Enforce your boundaries. Guard your time and energy. If people invite you to shit, just say no. Right now, I think God wants to sever you from other people so you can be his, because he has some works he wants to do in you. Yeah, your ancestors are like, yes. It's hermit time for somebody. The only time you have is right now. Use it wisely. No more cherry picking yourself. See? You can't force a connection with someone. Real love is natural. It's organic. And believe it or not, it has nothing to do with emotions. You know? Speak your truth without apology in all situations. All situations, plural. Trust your intuition. It exists to protect you from harm. Okay, throwing a couple sharks around here. We've got quit playing Mr. or Miss Fix-It. You're enabling people who exploit your kindness. That's how they're vamping you. It's not on you to solve anyone else's problems. That's their own work to do. A person who fails to see your worth the first time does not deserve a second chance. I don't know who's needing to hear all this, but I hope it's helping. Attention is not love. Attachment is not connection. And the bare minimum is not effort or investment. Man, y'all got some People I want to personally shark slap out of your lives. Sometimes being alone is the upgrade. See? These people are vying for your attention right now. They're gonna attention whore like crazy because they know when you're alone you upgrade. And it makes the disconnection with them even more imminent. They know they're gonna get cut off. They know they can't come where you're going. They can't handle it. Reflect, forgive yourself, and never settle for less again. You don't have to beat yourself up over it. So for all the trolls and the haters and shit, what's your damage? Figure your own ass out before you go playing with the people's lives. We don't care what your damage is either. Like, don't tell us. It's none of our business. We're not asking because, no. We're not going on your little pity party. Fuck eggshell walking. Say what you mean. Don't let anyone's comfort zone hinder your growth or authentic expression. If you're not sovereign, you are a slave. And by sovereign, I mean the only permission you need to do something is yours and God's, and that's it. Okay? And God's never going to steer you wrong. He's never going to be like, kill that dude over there, or nothing demonic. Okay? He won't ever ask you anything fucked up like that that's going to ruin your life. Stop answering assholes. They intentionally waste your time. Give no time or attention to sneaky people. Okay, let me cut the deck. Divine feminine energy is dark as fuck. It's respect me or be destroyed. There's a really, like Kali Ma, if anybody is familiar with her. Who else? There's the Morrigan. There's a lot of divine feminines that were painted black, so to speak, as in evil, made to look like we're malevolent or something. And no, it's dark in that we have the ability to cut off everything that doesn't serve us. And we're not going to be abused for it or be made to feel like shit. You know, if someone is abusing us in any way, energetically, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, financially, sexually, we have the God-given right to say, fuck you, up yours, I'm out of here. You know? Fall madly in love with yourself, and all that isn't for you will fall away from you. It'll get jealous of you first and try to ruin your life, though. I'm just going to warn you. You don't have to ask me how I know. Clearly, I've been through that. Wisdom is useless if you're too lazy to apply it. I don't know who that's for, but somebody has all the knowledge they need to take the next steps, and they need to. For those of you who are feeling made to feel powerless and bullied because you were stepping into your power and intimidated some weak-ass bitches, own the ground you walk on and let no one walk all over you. Divine masculine energy is love and light. It is not doormat energy. Love and light is not a pushover energy. In the way that we've been led to believe by the false collective. There's a toxic positive collective. You have to be high vibing all the time. No one can fucking sustain that here. Not yet, anyway. Fall if you must. The one you're becoming will catch you. The day you decide you're good enough for yourself is the day you free yourself, and the day that their game is over. Whatever games they're trying to play with you to make you feel like they have some kind of authority over you. Never lose your spark. Your fire is fucking beautiful. Cut people off who are up in your business trying to sabotage you. That's what I mean. Anybody who's asking you, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm not talking about your inner circle of people that you know that are on board with you. They're not fake. You know, they really mean well. And they're people that you can actually build with. Those people are cool. It's cool to network with people who are like you. But other people that you have at more than arm's length, like you've pushed them like good and far away from yourself because they're nosy and meddlesome, those people, you don't have to answer any of their questions. Once you fall in love with yourself, their game is over. That's what I was saying earlier. Sometimes taking one step back will advance you 100 steps. Fall back. That means out of anything that isn't serving you. You're not obligated to prove yourself to anyone but yourself. Starve your distractions and feed your focus. Don't let confused people waste your time. I don't know about y'all, but that irritates the shit out of me. I'm like, okay, for real. You can't even understand. And some people are going to be offended by this, but that's all right. Be offended. I'm not saying it to offend, but it's been my personal experience as someone who isn't confused. There's dudes out there who are jealous of women because they want to be women, if you know what I'm saying. And I'm not talking about every trans person. I'm talking about men who date women, okay? And they're on the down low, and they're hiding it from the women, and the women figure it out, and they just hate the woman's guts. They just treat the woman like shit. Okay, I've met too many people like that. And they expect you to feel sorry for them because they're confused and can't figure their fucking selves out. Like, that ain't anybody's problem. If you're that fucking confused, you shouldn't be dating at all. And that's just one example, okay? From my own personal experience. You are your first priority. Everything and everyone else can wait. Make more time for yourself to just do whatever you want. Don't take yourself for granted and never give up on yourself. Focus on your goals, not obstacles. Get out of your own way, for those of you who do that. You're more capable and resourceful than you allow yourself to believe. Tune into you. Don't let that shit slide. Turn self-sabotage on its ass. Speak life into yourself. Okay, we already read that one. Okay, when your house is a mess, your head is a mess. Tidy up your living space. Some of you may need to do a deep clean because you've had toxic people in your house and some of their residual energy is still stuck in your house. So just do a deep clean. Pull out your furniture from the walls, vacuum in behind there, or sweep, however you do it. Okay? Maybe get a spray bottle, put your holy oil in it, and just, spray every room. Or sage, use the holy smokes. Make sure you crack a window when you do this so the stagnant ass energy they left behind or any entities or whatever has an exit point and can go reattach to their ass because like they don't want to be in your house. I guarantee it. The way you live is too high vibrational for them and it's actually stressing them out to be there. Like they didn't want to be there. They were just kind of dumped there by the toxic person who came to your house. And they knew they were doing it. So don't kid yourself. Time to be accountable for your unhappiness. Oh, time to be accountable. Your unhappiness is not caused by what anyone else is saying or doing. This is for the ops who like to project and blame everything on us. Congrats, you've just leveled up. Celebrate your progress. Learn when to fork the road and fuck right off. Man, someone really needs to ditch some people. A king with the wrong queen can't protect his kingdom if his worst threat lives inside his own castle. And you can swap that too for queens with the wrong king, okay? Love yourself instead of loving the idea of other people loving you. Ahoy, stalkers. If you have time to lurk and judge others, you're not working hard enough on yourself. Don't confuse familiar or comfortable with acceptable. Okay. You can never have too many awesome ideas. Write them all down. I will be right back in just a minute. I have to go get some water. So thanks for your patience. I'll be right back. I'm back. Thanks for waiting. Wow, that's so much better than coffee. Okie doke. So, does anyone happen to have any questions that have nothing to do with a love relationship? Because those I will answer. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take a washroom break too. So, give me under 5 minutes. I'll be back. Turning mic back on. Hello, hello. Oh, don't know what that was about. That was really weird. My mic cable just caught on the desk or something. Okay. So I'm just gonna take my furry socks off for a sec because they're driving me crazy and they're skyrocketing my temperature. It's really warm here. Today felt like a summer day even though it's autumn. So we get all 4 seasons here where I'm at in Canada. Well, I'm hot in general when Spirit's around too. It just makes my body temperature go up. Okay, so, oh, I just heard grab the holy shark deck. Alrighty. Okay. Source, what messages do you have for us? I would say pulling ancestral messages, but that includes source, okay? Because seriously, he's all of our ancestors. He's our ancestor's ancestor, you know, all of that. He and she, divine masculine and feminine OG templates that we originated from, the source of origin. Okay. Okay, honey. You take your time. All right, let's see. Not all angels are peaceful. Some of us were created for battle. Don't get it twisted. This is my Holy Shark Sacred Activations and Powerful Soul Food deck. The link for my decks is in the description box. I was told to just use my own cards today, so. We are a new generation rising, one that does not give our souls away freely. Hang on. Praying for your enemies is a mockery of God's will. Stop doing that. You're working against yourself and opposing God's will for you. Vent to God with honesty, but stop shielding your energy. Every time you pray for an enemy, you're hiding them. You're cloaking them in your energy, and that's how they're getting away with this shit and how they've been getting away with it for so long. So please don't do that, okay? Any religion that taught you to love your enemies was created by your enemies. And this is hard for people to wrap their heads around, but it's the truth. Wake, pray, slay every fucking day, especially when you feel like shit and don't want to. Your blessings require your full presence, time, energy, and effort. Root so deeply in your being that no other person's absence or presence can disturb your peace, because you're present with yourself and the Most High at all times. Okay? I am a conversation with the divine. Remember this. That's a mantra that you're supposed to say about yourself. Don't forget your crowns, kings and queens, and don't tolerate any more toxic peasantry from people who refuse to evolve. They can't afford a seat in your court. Okay, understand you're all very spiritually wealthy, and it's not showing up in 3D. You're having trouble grounding it in because you've got these toxic peasant people in your court. Why would Spirit hand you a blessing when your enemies are right there to suck it up with their fucking destiny hijacking vacuums? That's what they're trying to do. They just want to rob you. So, yeah, kick them out of your court. Final answer. When the right spirits walk in, the wrong spirits get nervous. Every word leaving your mouth is a mantra. Speak well over your life. Never let anyone who has never been in your shoes judge the way you walk. And no one has been in your shoes. They're your shoes alone. Okay? Time is non-refundable. Use it with wisdom and intention. I really hope these messages are helping people to retemplate themselves and bring you back into alignment with your higher self in any ways that you may not be. Welcome to the shark side. It's fantastic over here. What you're moving toward is far more blessed than what you're leaving behind. Don't miss the message by trying to find fault with the messenger. Stupid people believe because you come in peace that you're not prepared for war. Surprise, bitch. I've said it on past readings that when people are playing in your face, you have the God-given right to clap them back. It's allowed. No problem, hun. I just went too. I get it. Light and dark are both purposeful and divine. There is evil in light just as there is good in dark. You know, like you got Satanists masquerading as Christians, for example. And what is that? You know? Change your environment to change your life. This starts with the environment inside your head. As within, so without. So some of you may need to deep clean your mindset. Unplug, leave the death cult of social media, and focus more on your life purpose. Wow, I've been on here for 70 minutes. It does not feel like no 70 minutes has passed. I swear to God. Time jumped or something. Detachment is not that you own nothing, it's that nothing owns you. And your capacity to hold pain is equivalent to your capacity to hold love. Stop telling yourself you're broken. Remember what I was saying. Tell yourself you don't believe in broken. Don't ignore your intuition just because it's telling you something you don't want to hear. Read the room. Okay? Access to your time is not free. Make your time and energy and attention more exclusive and expensive. Charge love, honor, trust, respect, integrity. I'm going to say honesty, effort, and equal investment in order to reach you. Okay, got these two. If you don't master your shadow, you can't master your light. That's why we go through the dark first. Don't worry about fitting in. You're custom made to stand out, radiate, fall in love with yourself, and living your shark life. Well, that's really cool, right? Yep. And I just heard hold sacred space for yourself. You know how you're so awesome at holding it for other people? Well, your ancestors want you to hold sacred space for yourself, okay? Don't be part of the problem, be the entire problem. Do not comply with any unreasonable demands being forced on or against humanity. If you want to see the truth, you must be brave enough to look and go all the way down the rabbit hole of self-discovery and self-mastery. Master your thoughts and emotions. As you think and feel, so you become. Discard every useless thing that doesn't resonate with you at your core. Oh, itchy eye. There goes my little nose. If you wait for perfect conditions, you will get nothing done. Do it right now. Sacrifice your excuses, distractions, procrastinations in favor of what you actually want. You have the power of life and death on your tongue. Don't abuse it. It's time to fucking rise, Sharklings. We are not here to bow down to the powerless that be or finance their psychotic lifestyles. I said what I said. Power is not controlling other people. Real power is self-control. Only weak people won't get this. Okay, Source, any more? He says there's a lot more. Oh, gosh. I don't want to take up everybody's time, okay? I don't want to keep you on here for no 2 hours or anything. It's already been like almost an hour and a half. People only throw shade on what shines. Clap them back with your authentic vibe by amplifying it. Let them hate and be jealous. Have the audacity to enjoy yourself without their approval. You never needed it. You don't need their permission or co-sign for any fucking thing. Especially when they're only in your path to be a fucking hindrance. Like, bye, bitch, bye, boy, bye. Not having it. These people are nuts. You become what you feed your mind. Don't feed it bullshit or poison. I swear, there's so many ancestors showing up here. The way the light keeps changing. My phone is picking it up. I don't see a difference here, but my phone is picking it up. What you do, when it comes to, I don't speak to the dead, and I'll tell you why. We can't. That's a bullshit thing that's been spread around about talking to the dead. You're not talking to the dead. You're usually talking to a demon when you try to do that. So what you do is every person has a, even after they die, they have a guardian angel. And you can speak to the angel. Well, speak to your angel and ask your angel to speak to that being. Because I'm not related to your daughter, I have no authority in the matter. So for me to make a request like that is like, it's not likely to be granted. She's alive and in the house and lives with my brother-in-law. Okay, well, I'll check it, but I'm not even sure which deck. Okay, I'll use this one. Frenemy. You see that? Yeah, because you know there's an enemy under the roof. Does she live in your house? Yes. Or leave? Does she? She lives in your brother-in-law's house. Yikes. So that's like your. Oh man, that's really complicated. Is it your brother-in-law's mother? Oh yikes. Honey girl, you gotta get the F out of there. Yeah, guide in reverse. You know what I mean? Your brother-in-law's wife. Wow. Yeah, that's a guide in reverse is a person who doesn't have, it's like the opposite of a high priestess. You know, like this is a person who intentionally misleads people, gives them the wrong advice, shit like that. So like just for the, gets off on sabotaging people, shit like that. So, I would try to get the hell away from there. Aggression. Aggression is in reverse. She won't physically attack you, so that's good to know. Okay. Um, anything else, Spirit? Self-sabotage. Okay. She's trying to cause you to do this. Just don't. Because she's a self-saboteur. You see how the shadow is not integrated? It's separate. Yeah. Okay, so what's the solution with how to deal with this woman? Because I know getting the fuck out of there is not doable right this second, or you would be, right? So, God, what's the solution to get away from this? That's whack, girl. Wow. You are the chosen one. Bring honor and power back to your bloodline. Okay, decide what you want, what you truly want, and say no to everything that is not exactly that. So you know what you do? Go get you, when you can, get you know those little mini fridges and shit? Do you have hydro in the garage there? I would hope so. You know, you can actually sue people for that. You can straight rob her blind for that. Not rob her. You're not robbing her. She's robbing you of sustenance. That's illegal. So she sounds like a narcissistic twat waffle. Yeah, get a mini fridge. You might be able to... Are there any churches in your area? Because they might be able to drop you off like a straight up full-size fridge that you can put your own groceries in. And lock that fridge with a padlock too, so the little hoe can't take your food. You don't have to give her a key to your fridge. You know what I mean? She might have a key to a garage, but she's not getting a key to your fridge. Touch not mine anointed and do my prophets no harm is no joke. It will cost your life to come for a chosen one. So the advice to her is to stand the fuck down. God runs shit and she doesn't. To have several seats and get the fuck over herself. You made dinner the other day and the next day it didn't smell right, so you threw it out. Okay, this chick is trying to kill you. You need to start filing police reports for shit like this. When you don't fear your own shadow, it's very evident who does. They will project everything they hate about themselves onto you. Mercy is for the merciful, not the intentionally cruel. Yeah. Maybe her just shit energy itself is spoiling the damn food. You never know. If plants die around the broad and animals don't like her, you know, she's probably a real loser. So... Answers come to you in ways only you will understand. Keep your mind clear. The truth doesn't care about your feelings. It simply exists and refuses to be unheard or ignored. There are no offendy words here. Handle it. They don't want you speaking your truth because it exposes their lies. Speak it anyway and never shut up. The people who diagnosed your gift as a disorder were wrong. You are too high functioning to be understood by low frequency people. Never allow others to demonize or dehumanize you in order to justify abusing you. Hold them accountable. And by that, I mean with the full extent of the law. So you can come for this chick legally, Andrea. Okay? Know thyself and you shall know God. Good people disobey bad laws. We will not comply. Faith over fear, wisdom over worry, peace over panic. Amen, and so it is. The good thing is, because you're a chosen one, right? Like, you have the Most High's blessing. So even if she had poisoned the food or done something to it, or just her energy alone, if you just pray over it, you would be fine. Nothing, you're not going to get poisoned. Not everyone will understand your calling. It wasn't a conference call. Yeah, I'm going to take a shot in the dark and say you're prettier than this woman and she's jealous of you. And I don't know where the fuck that's coming from. Okay, I have no names or whatever spirit is talking to me, didn't introduce itself. So she probably sees you as a threat. That's why you're not even living in the house. It's not that there's not room for you. They could, trust me. When you want people in your house, you'll fucking make room for them people, will you not? So, because she's projecting all of her shadows onto you. So she looks at you as if you're kind of demonic and a sinner and shit like that. It's a demon of self-righteousness, right? When it's actually her. She's the one possessed, not you. Wow. Unbelievable the lengths people will go to. They'll even use your own kids. They'll weaponize your own children. And I know how that feels because I've been through it. It's happening right now. The father of my middle two sons has been parental alienating me from my children for way over a decade now, and thinks there's not going to be any kind of legal repercussions for that. You know, like some people just aren't all there, man. They seriously think they're going to get away with that, and like nothing bad is going to happen to them, and they're going to live happily ever after for trying to sever a bond between a mother and two of her sons. Yeah. What kind of, like, how stuck on stupid does one have to be? You know what I mean? They can't understand that all the misfortunes that are happening in their lives are because they're doing that to me and my sons. Like, my sons know who I am. They miss me. They love me. They want to see me. I'm not the problem. It's their dad is a fucking asshole. And I've had members of my family, I didn't even ask them to reach out. They want to be connected to my sons too. Like, you know, my other son, their older brother, which would be my oldest son, has tried to reach out and have a relationship with his two younger brothers. They ignored him. They think you can just ignore attempts to contact and that it's not being documented, and you can, just because you're fucking ignoring it, you can get away with it. No, man. They're already under surveillance. They're being watched because we have documented this shit. Every attempt to contact them that went ignored. And yeah, they're just watching to see how long they think they're going to get away with this. They're letting them fucking hang themselves. They're giving them enough rope to hang themselves. And they already have. Yeah. So, I don't even got to worry about it. I'm not on the wrong side of right, man. I don't understand the lag from my phone, what I'm seeing and what you guys are seeing. It's like way off. You're welcome, honey. You can, seriously, do you have a lawyer or anyone you can talk to document any of this? What's happening there? Because I think it'd be advisable to do that. You definitely need a third party who is an official, like a lawyer, investigator of some sort. I would go through a lawyer first. I appreciate you too, honey. You know. Yeah, these people are trying to kill your vibe. This is the card that came out. Thou shalt not kill my vibe. There's a commandment, goddess. Don't let them bring you down. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to keep you feeling sad and like they have more power than you and this and that. Good. Your daughter's awesome. And of course she is. She's your daughter, not hers. The truth is not meant to control you. It exists to set you free. Yeah, so just document everything you can, okay? Write down all the weird shit that's happening. If you can remember specific dates and times, that'll help. I'm sure you've been doing that already. If not, start doing it, okay? And if you have been, keep doing it. Because what these people do, without realizing it, is they build their own case against themselves by being a fucking derelict asshole person. So, there we go. Don't let karmics use your energy as a divine shield. Cut them all the way off and stay out of God's way. So, basically, have as little contact with this woman as possible. Like, if you seriously don't have to be in contact with her, don't. I understand you're there for your daughter's sake. right? But you don't have to deal with her in order to speak to your own daughter, and make sure she knows to not get that twisted. You have to pull rank there because you're the biological mother. That's hilarious. Yeah, do you know what? Hoarding is a sign of demonic oppression. It's one of the symptoms of demonic possession, too. It causes people to hoard things and box themselves in, and it's weird. It's weird, it's weird, it's weird. It's, and it lowers the vibe of the property, which is giving the fucking demons access to her. She doesn't even understand. She's the one opening the portals for them to come fuck with her. Little Miss Religious Pants is doing, you know, the scripture, cleanliness is next to godliness, or the saying. Like, it's based in scripture, though, somewhere. I don't know which one offhand, but yeah, that sounds like diabolic infestation to me. So, but yeah, maybe reach out to her church that she actually goes to and ask them if they have any programs available that could bring a fridge to you in the garage there. And then they'll understand more about how not cool this lady is, and it might embarrass her a little bit and make her check herself in her behavior. Because somebody else knows. Right now, no one else knows. That's the problem. You could actually start attending that church, become a member, and then say, hey, I could really use a fridge in that garage. Because, and tell them what you just told me about how she just helps herself to your food, and you're not allowed to eat any of hers, and how she throws your food out and stuff like that. They might excommunicate her for it, because that's abuse. That is, you can literally charge people nowadays for reducing your quality of life. And what she's doing is actually life-threatening. To tamper with somebody's sustenance, that's illegal. That goes up there with, like, attempted murder and shit. It's not cool. It's a crime against humanity. Okay, good. Talk to members of the church and ask them to bring you a fridge. Is this your house that she's in? Or whose house is it? I think you may have mentioned that already, and hang on. I'm going to scroll up for a sec, just because. Focus on your blessing, too. Don't focus on how stressed out you are there. Focus on how awesome it's going to be to have a new place. Like, I'm in the process of moving myself, you know? Because too many people that I cut ties with know where I live and keep trying to visit me. And, you know, it's to the point where I'm not even answering my door because they invite themselves over. They're not being invited by me, right? I'm not talking about my true friends that are in my soul tribe. Those people are obviously welcome, but they know enough to message me, or, you know what I mean? They have respect. They'll message me, be like, are you home? Is it okay if I come by? They ask. They don't just show up at my door. I was in the neighborhood and blah, blah, blah. There's one woman who's got a free pass to do that, and that's Mama Shark, obviously. But like, she can show up whenever she wants, and hopefully I'm here. Okay, it's your brother-in-law's house. Man, do you ever think that she's just using him for somewhere to live? Because that's what it sounds like to me. Like she just married him to stay in the country. I don't know where that's coming from, but yo, listen, the spirits are wanting to talk. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to put your business out there. But, well, it's not really your business, per se. Like, how does he not feel used? Spirit's telling you whatever that ignites your soul, listen to that. Everything else is just noise. See, when you're actually powerful, you don't need to be petty. It's good of you not to be petty. Oh my God, that nullifies the marriage right there. Tell him to have the marriage annulled. He can do it. And then she just gets deported. An effort. Yeah, well, take him aside and let him know his rights. Here's a mantra for you. Abundance is my natural state of being. The universe serves up everything I want and need on a silver platter. Yeah, take him aside and let him know. Let him know what his rights are. Tell him the truth, because he deserves it. He's probably an awesome person. Well, the kids will probably stay with him. She's not going to get him. She's a gold-digging hoe. The courts aren't going to award her custody. They'll just deport her ass. That's how it works. Yeah, it sounds like it. It sounds like he's too good and he's being exploited by her. I heard the words opportunistic bitch. I don't know. Someone connected to y'all knows the deal and is pissed off. So, someone who's not in a physical vessel. Because I'm pulling through Ancestral and stuff. And if you're physically, because we're connected in real time, the ancestors of, like, let's say your brother-in-law, for example, can come through and talk to me because I'm open to listening to them. Well, it wouldn't be them, though. It would be, well, sometimes it is. Depends on how long they've been gone. If they've been gone a while, then it's actually them. If they haven't been gone long enough to be able to come back here and talk, then it's their guardian angels or someone speaking on behalf of them. Like somebody in a guide or guardian position, because not all guides have refined speech either, and they do swear. Like my ancestors are hilarious. They'll swear. And that's how I know it's them. I'm like, whoa. They use very specific words in specific ways that, like, only people who are related to them know, that spent time with them. So, Don't let anyone waste whatever precious time you have left here. Make every moment count. Well, thank God that you're getting out of there soon. You know? I'm really glad. Because that's messed up. Okay, when you do speak to him, Spirit said, don't be indirect. Say what you mean. And say, this is going to be hard to hear, but I acknowledge that this is going down. And I also have knowledge that you can do this about it. So I just wanted you to know in case you didn't know. Because I can't sit here and act like I don't know this is happening. It hurts my soul. You know? Yeah. Man, this is a person I'd make short work of if I was if I was physically anywhere near you. Man, I would scare her all the way off. I'd have her departed in less than half a heartbeat. I'd be like, bye, bitch. You're not playing with my people. I don't have mercy on people who do things like that to people. You know, it's selfish and heartless. And I'm not well liked because of that, and I don't care. You know, I'm a guardian. I'm walking a guardian path. That's what I do. That's what God made me for. So I don't care who doesn't like it. God likes it, and I like it, and I'm damn good at it. So, yeah, I know. I might go there in spirit and scare the shit out of the bitch. Haunt her house some. I have to ask permission. God may or may not allow it. He has before, so, you know. Okay, this is for those of you in the collective who are with the resistance, down with the resistance. I'm not preserving the bullshit narratives or current status quo. I'm here to overthrow all of it. Integrate, activate, and upgrade your shadow, master it, and use it to flex your superpowers, upgrade your skill set. For anybody who's dealing with some weird people, okay? This is an affirmation for you. No, I don't do casual, poly, or any other bullshit excuse for mediocrity. My body is a sacred temple, not a hotel. And those of you who have been bullied and are afraid to fully show up and take up space, you are useless to the Most High God if you don't get up off your knees and claim your own power. And these people who are playing with you, let them know you're not the fucking one. It's allowed. If your divine visions were impossible, you would not ever receive them. Stop doubting yourself and just go for it. And yeah. There's other ones. If anybody is hung up on revenge and shit, the only people you should try to get even with are those who have helped you. God has dealt with the others. You're personally responsible for becoming more ethical than the toxic society you grew up in. That's for all the narcissist people who want to say blah, 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 and this and that, and tug on people's heartstrings. He might not send me personally, but he will send someone in my place, man, if I can't be there. Because, you know, he's positioned me strategically where he needs me most right now. That's why I am where I am. because, like, my twin's family is always under heavy spiritual attack. Just because he's my twin, it's fucked. And he's not a bird bitch or a chicken shit, and he'll clap people back too, but he doesn't live near his family, but I do. Like, he lives near some of his family, and I live near the other parts of his family. You know what I mean? But it's weird because I live far away from my family, but he lives near my family too. So it's weird. It's like, okay, so he's near the area where I grew up, and I'm near the area where he grew up, so we can protect each other's ancestors without saying shit about it. But it's going down, like everyone's covered. That's why we're best friends, man. And neither of us ever had to ask the other one to do it. It just happens by proxy because we are who we are, which is beautiful, right? Okay. Does anyone have any questions they want to ask me? Please don't ask me about your lover. I will not creep your person. Like, it'd be great if our families could just live in one place, right? But no, we have them kind of families that got to spread out. Get in all different cities and shit. And he travels more than me, so I know everybody's covered with his energy, because he's super sharky too, in a great way. Who's actually all here right now? I'm actually going to refresh the thing on my laptop so I can see. It says there's 3 people in here. Only when he is talking. I'm thinking I should have told the other people in our tribe, like Kit and Kat and Michael, that I was doing a live stream tonight, but I didn't. And it's already 2:33 a.m. Can you believe this? I said I wasn't going to keep y'all, and it's been 109 minutes. I just miss my tribe so much. You know, I'm going to do, seriously, after my move, you guys are going to see more of me. I promise you that. Okay? And I don't know if it'll be in the form of, it'll probably be in the form of lives and uploaded videos and stuff. So, either way, we'll be in contact more often. You know? So that I can throw everybody lifelines and stuff. Okay, I'm going to go in with the Shark Romancy cards for those who are working on self-love, since I didn't see any questions come through. It's doing that top chat bullshit to me. Hang on, let me fix that. Live chat. Okay. Cool. No one asked any direct questions. If you've been a people pleaser most of your life, foster self-reliance, sovereignty, and independence. You should see the mess on my table, y'all. Hang on. I'm going to show you. I'm gonna move this back. Hang on. Whoa. Look at that. It's like You see all that? What a hot mess. That's all cards. Let me see if I can tilt it a little bit. Might be able to. There we go. That's cool. Yeah. Never mind. You guys don't need to see the mess as much. In front of my face, let me tell you, it's overwhelming. I'm like, no, I don't do this much mess. I kind of want my cards in frame. See, the new Twin Flame deck is here. Reconnecting. I'm live. It knocked me offline for a second. Okay, so let's see what else we've got here. If you can't see it for what it is, until you stop looking through the lens of what you want it to be. You can't move forward if you're thinking backward. Let the past go. Spirit told you that you deserve better. Now you need to accept it and act on it. I know some of you already have. I'm going to just do that. There. It puts me out of frame a little bit, but there. There we go. Does anyone have any ancestral questions they want to ask? Because I may or may not be able to channel, so let's try it. Yeah, I will do more lives for sure. Once they rehook up my internet. Hello. How do I say your name? Leilani? Leilani. That's a beautiful name. I've never heard it before or seen it. Okay, I'm going to pull some sharkening cards. And not sharkening, sharkromancy. This is my sharkromancy deck, The Art of Sharking Oneself, which is self-love. So I was just instructed to use my own decks so that whoever watches the live or the playbacks can get their own messages. As always, take what resonates. If it's not, if it doesn't resonate, it's not for you. It's never my intention to trigger anyone. Leilani. Oh my God, that's beautiful. That's powerful. It sounds like an angel name. It's important to realize that no matter how good you are to people, it won't make them good to you. I'm sure we've all learned that in the collective, right? Only insecure people need to make you feel smaller. I'm not over how pretty your name is. Oh, here we go. For those of us having problems clearing stuff, because I know I do sometimes too. You know, you think you've done your work and everything's cleared and then something else will pop up. I forgive myself for making any choices that did not reflect how deeply I love and value myself. Okay. Any more, Spirit? Some roads you must travel alone. No partner, family, or friends, just you and God. That new life you want so badly requires you to sacrifice the old life completely. Wow. Which means whatever's holding you back within that. That could even be old opinions about yourself that are just false. Because someone put you in a box and you kind of let them, and you've kind of been stuck in that box consciously or subconsciously. Truly powerful people don't fuck with weak people who seek to dominate and control others. That shit's beneath all of us, isn't it? Don't punish yourself or your partner for mistakes other people made with you. Get help and heal yourself before getting into another relationship. I don't know who that's for, but it sounds like I'm going to have some people watching the playback who need to hear that. Someone's got some, relationship-induced PTSD. You can only lose what you don't need. Make sure you never lose yourself. You are loved beyond measure and respected. Wow, I can't talk. You are loved beyond measure, admired and respected by many. Someone does not want you to believe that you are loved beyond measure and admired, especially. Good God. Someone's got a jealous asshole up in their energy. God slapper, or goddess slapper. It's a her. It's coming through as a her. Loneliness is failure to be fully present with yourself. There's no such thing as alone. Show up for yourself. And also the Most High is with you. You're one of the collective. Be so deeply committed to your growth that you're willing to say no without guilt and yes without fear. Cut your losses and move forward with grace. Stop using closure you will never get as an excuse to hold on to someone you know is not for you. Let them go. Because, man, you will feel relief. You won't feel their heavy-ass weight dragging you down no more. Okay, here's a mantra for you. If your version of me respecting you involves me disrespecting myself, bitch, you're dismissed. If you're still hung up on a past person, do more shadow work and keep healing yourself. And it's probably because there's an entanglement issue there. Likely, if you were with that person, had somehow that person, the connection with that person became entangled with your identity in some way. And so you may need to release that if that's the case. I'm just putting that out there for whoever may need it. So this is for the karmics who keep hating on people. Jealousy will have you hating and gossiping about a person you should be learning from. Check yourself. I'm not speaking to anyone in the collective because we just don't operate on that kind of frequency, man. It doesn't make sense to us. High standards protect you from bullshit situationships. Raise the bar. This is another repeat after me card. I'm not here to convince you of anything. I'm here to find my soul tribe and who are already on board. Don't break your own heart by loving people who are incapable of loving you. I'm sure we all learned that lesson. Subtract emotions, deal with the facts, and just breathe. Don't make things messy just because your ego's bruised. This is what the karmics need to learn. Take your feelings out of it, man. If they could take their feelings out of it and just rest in the fact that God's got them too, none of this drama would even be happening. First of all, snatch your fucking power back. I don't know who needs to hear this, but there you go. It's not your job or responsibility to be everything for everyone. You need to be too busy being that for you, okay? Because you deserve that. You're not in love until you don't want to flirt, cheat, or even watch other people online or in real life. By watch, I mean, like, talk to, consider as an option, stuff like that. Stop being the only one making the effort and fall the fuck back. Fall the fuck back and sink those ships. Man, it sounds like someone's caught up in a one-sided relationship where you're doing more and not receiving enough, and that's not fucking cool. That's imbalanced. You don't need anyone for the sake of not being alone. You are already a vibe by yourself. When you know yourself, no one's projective identifications of you can affect you. They can't tell you who you are. This is divine confidence. Only give the best version of you to people you know you can trust. Work on yourself if you want everything else to work out for you. And oh, Spirit's like, uncross your legs. I have a bad habit of sitting with my legs crossed. It's that I'm indigenous and it's a thing. I even eat my dinner with my legs crossed, even if I'm at a restaurant. I don't know what's up with me. Evolve as you please. People stuck on past versions of you are not your problem anymore. Avoid people who treat your growth as competition. If they can't be supportive or happy for you, I was going to say, which isn't on the card, you have nothing in common. Because these people are dead weight, man. You'll either be a villain in their story for choosing to honor yourself or a fool in your own story if you don't pick your position. I just smelled nail polish. Someone just came through that wears a lot of nail polish in spirit. Rule number 1, never be someone's number 2. Repeat after me. I'm second to none. I am no one's side piece, and I don't do third-party bullshit. Good Lord. I don't know what kind of people are trying to monopolize your time, but brothers and sisters, get rid of these weirdos. And I say that from a place of having had such people in my own life and having taken the very advice I'm giving. So, yeah. These people are strange, man. Okay, I'm going to move you over here. See, look, there's Anubis in my background. I love him so much. I sleep right underneath him so that, yeah. Whoever tries to monitor me in my room spiritually is staring straight at his ass and goes, you know, I'm at the wrong house, and they probably just leave. Alone time is vital to process your downloads, best ideas, reconnect with yourself and source, and maintain your inner peace and contentment. There's too many ands in that card. If I could go back, I would undo that, but it's not bothering me enough that I've already revamped a lot of my other decks. Stay where you're loved, appreciated, and respected, and your presence is valued. If you continue to carry the bricks from your past, you will end up building the same house. Oh my. All right. Your hustle intimidates people who are cool with being average. Twin flame love is not abusive. Your divine counterpart is not that past person who abused you. I don't know who needed to hear that. That's probably someone who knows your twin flame or was studying you long enough that they were able to, I don't want to say shapeshift, but kind of cloak in your energy in order to convince you that they were your twin when they weren't. Like, it's an imposter. Clap the haters, love the lovers, and bench the players. Okay. No one hates you more than that person who can't break you. Another mantra, don't worry about what I'm doing. I'm none of your business. Worry about why you're stalking me. For those of you who are being gang stalked in any way, scan people in your life. Release all sometimey and iffy people. You're no one's test drive or trial run. If they don't love you or treat you right, let them be confused with someone else. And if you're confused, you should not be dating. Heal yourself. A partner is not your compass, therapist, psychologist, coach, or doctor, and vice versa. Like, if people are confused, they have no business being in your fucking energy. It's not, you may be a healer, but you're not supposed to heal them. That's on them. Okay? You didn't hurt them. You're not responsible. And they can't use triggers or any kind of projection as an excuse to keep playing in your energy because they're lazy and won't do the work. You will find yourself in all the places you're afraid to look, which is your shadow. You can't force a relationship. We know this in the collective. Avoid one-sided connections in relationships. Tolerating mediocrity is unloving to yourself. And it stresses you out. It puts way too much on your plate that isn't even yours to carry. You are not what happened to you. You are what you choose to become. If the chase isn't mutual, switch up. You deserve someone who wants you as much as you want them. If you continue to carry the bricks from your past, you will end up building the same house. This is for the asshole people out there. Figure your own shit out before dating. No one needs to be dragged into your mess. Don't let people use you to hurt someone else. If they're not over their ex, they sure as fuck are not even into you. They're weaponizing you to hurt someone else, which is not cool, right? Check in with yourself. Go inward. Focus on your needs. Well, you and your needs. There's a certain disrespect that no apology can fix. If that disrespect has happened to you, and you've not cut these people off, it's time to do that. The ancestors are saying just cut them all the way off with no hope for any kind of re-entry, not even an apology, okay? Because from their perspective, you've been disrespected in ways that no apology can fix it. And the damage they tried to cause you is it's not, even if it didn't damage you as bad as they intended to, the intent to damage you in the first place is a disrespect that no apology can fix. Sometimes it doesn't work out with someone because they're a piece of shit who deserves a piece of shit, and you're not a piece of shit. Integrity is also to honor yourself and never lower your standards. Oh, me too. If I could pick, like, I don't like favoring any gods in particular because so many work with me. I mean, we all tend to stick together, don't we? Gods and goddesses. But I really love Anubis. Like, I don't know. I've worked with a lot of gods, but I have an affinity for the Egyptian ones. That they really resonate for me and always come through for me. I've never not been in their energy and had them in mind. I don't know what that feels like. You know? And people get all freaked out by this. By my Anubis picture. I'm trying to show you. I'm so sorry if I'm making anybody sick. There. He's just like so badass. And I never get bad. He's never creeped me out. Like, I don't get creepy vibes from him. I've met a lot of people who get right creeped out by when they see that. And I'm like, why are you even afraid of him? They're like, he's terrifying. Or because the Catholic Church brainwashed him into thinking he's some demon or something. You know what I mean? They brainwash people into thinking Anubis, all the gods are not real. They're demons, and that's bullshit. You know? Enjoy your own company and living your best life alone. You're not for everyone. Don't let toxic people up in your home, business, life, or energy. You don't need to hear their excuses or fake apology. Their abusive actions already spoke the truth or words. Real love is not abusive or manipulative. It is not loving to abuse or manipulate anyone. Balance yourself, eat healthy, sleep enough, hydrate, do your mudras, smudge, nature walk to ground. Meditate, yoga, breath work, chakra clearing, exercise, dance, and sing. It's not on the card, but, play, fast, pray, create, and baptism. So I don't know which of these ways resonate with you, but these are ways you can spiritually protect yourself. Okay? So for those of you who are having issues with spiritual attack, once again, to help you dismantle spiritual attack, any and all of that will work. And so will check in with your higher self. And because your soul knows which this is your higher self. Your higher self is your soul, okay? Fully evolved. And it knows all the ways in which you're being spiritually attacked that you don't. And so check in with your higher self on the regular to see if there's anything else you can do to dismantle any spiritual attack energies coming your way, because your higher self knows. The more aware you are that your thoughts create your own reality, the less it needs to fall apart to get your undivided attention. Love, honor, and respect thyself always and in all ways. And thy sharknificant other. I'm obsessed with sharks, y'all, so I make my own words. If and when you have one, and only if it's mutual. I don't know who needs to hear this, but stop letting random ass people in your life without first asking who sent them, what they want, and why they chose you. The who sent them is very important, because we've all been under attack. Those of us in the collective have all been under attack by fucking weirdos and secret societies who will never have the balls to confront us to our face. Like, they would never show up in the 3D in our face and try to fucking bring us any kind of drama. They're too scared to do that shit. So they do it behind closed doors and in the dark and blah, blah. They're fucking just fun. It's just cowardice. And that in itself, that's how they're dismantling their own magic, because they're not being authentic about it. Never let anyone poison your peace and the guilt trip you for cutting them off. Learn when to wrap it up and close out a cycle without having to vilify the other person involved, if, in fact, they are not a villain and they're just confused or wounded and need to heal. A villain would constitute anyone who has abused you in any way, and it was fucking intentional. Stop giving people the benefit of the doubt if they always benefit and you always doubt. Never let someone else's normal interfere with your awesome. Beautiful is the person who is in alignment with their divine assignment. Switch up on your haters and enjoy yourself with some me time. People who refuse to evolve don't deserve and haven't earned any access to you. They were jealous, hateful, and sought to sabotage or harm you. So kings and queens, kick them out of your fucking courts. Like, done. Okay? Another mantra. I don't care what you think about me. I wasn't born to impress or entertain you. See, these peasants got it twisted, man. Leave anyone who resents your me time or who demands all of your time, attention, money, resources, and won't let you out of their sight. That person is a serial psychotic abuser. Wow, Spirit. Is there anything else? Okay, I'm going to tap into some superpowers here. This is my intuitive activation oracle. It doesn't have sharks on it. Surprise! Okay, let's see what gifts you have at your disposal. Higher selves of the people watching. What gifts do you have at your disposal to help you dismantle any psychic attacks being sent toward you? Psychic spiritual attack. Third eye. You're a third eye chakra activator. So you're a seer. Okay, so don't doubt what you're seeing. Even in your dreams. That shit is all like, it ain't fake. The haters who are trying to play with you in your dreams, that's like, sometimes they're cloaking in the energy of other people around you because they're watching you. You know what I mean? So they figure a good way in is to cloak myself as a person this person knows. The thing is, they don't know how close you are to each of these people. And so they'll be acting out a character in your dreams. And right there goes the cloak. They dismantle their own cloaks in doing that. It's crazy. Peacekeeper. Keep the peace in your mind, like in your being and in your home. You're welcome, honey. Ooh. Mind reader. Well, they're really fucked. I don't get why they're coming for you. Light worker. You know? Look at this mind reader card. Like, seriously. You don't even have to touch a person. You can be texting with them or nowhere fucking near them. And you'll hear what they're thinking instead of what the bullshit they're trying to say to you if they're attempting to deceive you. Water scryer. If you can water scry, then you can mirror scry and watch angel TV, which is see things in the clouds. Okay, you can scry in anything. You can look at the leaves of trees and they'll form faces and shapes. And I have that too. That's how I know this. So I have a chant, a magic mirror chant from when you're mirror scrying. And it goes, magic mirror within my soul, show me what I need to know. And then you unfocus your eyes, right? Ask who your hidden enemies are. Your face will turn into the faces of your hidden enemies. So you'll actually know what they actually look like. You will see it with your own two eyes, what they look like. And don't be shook if it's people you know. You know? If someone stole something from you and there was more than one person around and they did it really shitty like, where anybody could have done it, same thing will work if you want that kind of information. If you want to know who your divine counterpart is, what he looks like, that'll work. If you want to know who's thinking about you right now, if you're in any way popular and in the public eye like me, I'm telling you, it's probably not a good idea to ask who's thinking about me right now, like in a good way. Because what happens is so many faces rip through, it's fucking crazy. Because I'm on a lot of people's minds and I'm like, holy crap. You know, I didn't realize like how many people are actually like sending me really good intentions and stuff like that. So thank you to all of you. I did see you. I was shown. But yeah. Okay. Upgrade activator. So just being around you, because you're such a clear channel to upgrade. Just being around you, people are receiving activations from your higher self. It's activating their higher self to activate them. So it's like you send downloads to people just by like walking down the street. Whether you know it or not, whatever templating people need to upgrade will be installed automatically just from you walking down the street. So you may have known that or you may not, but it's a thing. Astral projector. So if you can astral project, you can also ethereal project. So ethereal projection is when you just stay on the earth plane here. And astrals is anywhere other than here. Other realms, other dimensions, stuff like that. And basically go anywhere. Anywhere you want. Dowsing. Cartomancer, you can read cards. Playing cards and likely tarot too. Like, you know, they tend to go hand in hand. So Lenormand, if you're a cartomancer, Lenormand will go well with you. You'll be really good. Like it's inherently, it's in your bloodline. It's in your DNA already. These are things that are already activated, okay? Photomancer, you can read photographs. And pull energy from them about a person, place, thing, energy, situation. Clairvoyant, again with the seeing. This is more remote viewing though, like you're able to remote view. See how she's got a ball in her hands, but her eyes are covered, right? So the ball is not actually a ball, that's a portal where she can remote view things without using her physical eyes. She's using her third eye. Resurrector. So you have the ability to bring people back online, people who've given up hope, that are in the collective. And some of you can actually resurrect people. I know I can, and I have. So guardian, specifically of children. See how the angel has a baby? Any more? Persuasion. You have the power of persuasion. Usually goes in hand in hand with the power of suggestion. It's very rare that, like, I've never seen a person who doesn't have both. If you have the power of persuasion, you have the power of suggestion as well. So yeah, same. I can see, even in my coffee, there's like nothing I can't scry in. This glass, like, I can look at curtains and it wrinkles a certain way, and like, I'm telling you, the divine is always talking to us, and we just gotta look to see it. You know what I mean? Like, we're gonna get the messages whether we want it or not. It's not even like crystal scryer. We can't just opt out of being a seer. Tarot reader, see, I said it's likely you can do both. Transmutator, so you're an alchemist. You can transmutate any energy. Like suck up the energy that people send to you, spin your chakra, filter it through your heart chakra, spin your heart chakra, and turn it into the energy you want it to become. So if people are sending you jealousy, envy, hatred, just go, thank you, suck it up, turn it into wealth, or whatever it is you want. You know, I do believe I'll use this to finance my new house, or whatever. You know, that's just an example. Leader or influencer. I love witch or wizard. There's a card behind it that was stuck to it. Telekinetic. You can move things with your mind. So you may find that you can move like heavy furniture. And people are like, oh my God, you're so small. How do you do that? Well, it's because I'm using 50% telekinesis and 50% physical force. I'm not putting it all on my physical body. You know, psychometry. Psychometry is the ability to hold an object and pull energies out of it that you can read. Like, so, see how she's touching the broken glass? By touching it, she's aware of, she's seeing what happened there. She's getting a download. Yeah, just etheric projection. That's bombing around the earth in spirit when you go to bed. You can be anywhere. You can even haunt the people you love, not in a bad way. But I mean, like, if you have children, you can just fly to where they're living and just, you know, do a little sweep just to make sure they're okay. Check in on your loved ones, your friends, not in a creepy way, but like just, you know, fly over their house and like throw up some wards and stuff without ever saying anything. Astrologist. Muse, you inspire people. Levitation. Flying in your dreams counts as levitation in this case. You can levitate. You have to levitate your soul right out of your body in order to do that. It's also a form of levitation. Plus, there's physical levitation. So, if you didn't know you had that ability, yes, you do. Lie detector. People just can't play you, man. I actually love this card because she's got a gun that shoots swords. I picked this up on purpose. She's like, yeah, lie to me again, man. I'll fucking shoot and stab you at the same time. Try it. Fucking try me. I get so pissed off when people lie to me. You know? Well, I used to. I don't anymore. Now I'm just like, whatever. Zen master. So you have the ability to just be in a Zen state and just be absolutely unaffected by anything and everything around you. And that, see, she's levitating in this image too. So, yeah, that is one fuck of a superpower. You're untouchable, baby. Balancer. So you help people to, people living in their south node to balance things out. You know what I mean? And to integrate their shadows and stuff. Just your presence alone, for example. Numerologist. It was weird. I got a card in the beginning of this reading that said, study your astrological birth chart and your numerology life path number. Akashic Guardian. Okay, well, since I have another Akashic Guardian here, I'm going to say something that people don't understand but need to know. Because there are guardians, okay? I'm telling you, nobody but yourself can see your Akashic records. So all these people talking this shit about people checking out your Akashic records, they can't do that. There's one exception. That they find a way to stay connected to you or stay in your life in some way, right? Play in your fucking energy. But they still can't see what's going on in your life. All they can see is the parts where they're in your life. That's all they can see. They can't see any more than that. Which makes me wonder why they even fucking waste their time. Because seriously. Like, how nosy do you gotta be? Right? Cloud scryer. Protector. Magic mirror. Reflection. Okay, so you reflect the beauty in people that they are unable to see in themselves. They come to you feeling like a terrible person who doesn't deserve to live, for example. Instead of telling them what's wrong with them, you tell them what's right about them. Like you show them who they are through God's eyes and how loved they are. Mind control. This means you're immune to mind control and all the stupid bullshit that goes on here that they're trying to do to play with us all. See how she has her ears covered? You can just tune it out with the frequencies and stuff. That's for the frequency part of it, but there's other ways they do it. Chakra mage. This means you can blast. Okay, so you're walking down the street, you're probably an empath, and you can feel. Say someone passes you and there's something wrong with their stomach. Yeah, they are, I know. But you get used to them, no. You do. Let's say there's something wrong with their stomach. You'll feel that. And the reason why you feel that is because whether you know it or not, you're a sniper healer. So you can shoot healing energy out of any one of your chakras at that person, consciously or not. Hi, Shaylee. I'm good. I do it all the time. So what you do is you spin it counterclockwise to suck up like a vacuum. And then you spin it clockwise to shoot out the healing energy. And it happens on autopilot. This is why people love being around us. Palm reader. So some of this is tapping into stuff your ancestors could do, which is also in your DNA. It's already encoded in there. So these some of them may be dormant. And, you can play with any at any time. But they're all functioning. They're all there. They will function for you properly. Empath, see? Thank you. Hi, Andrea. Welcome back. Healer. Okay, if you're a healer, I think you know this. I don't have to tell you because we're all this happens to all of us. Sickly people will want to spend a lot of time in your energy. And I used to just let it happen. I was fine with it and shit until it started draining me and I was getting sick because of transference and bullshit like that. So you need to really protect yourself more so that can't happen. You see how he's got blue all the way around him? You straight up, you got it. Shields up, Captain. You got to throw up your own wards, shield your body. Because believe me, that whatever energy they need will emanate from you automatically, autopilot without you even trying or consciously intending it. But keep your shields up so that they can't suck you dry. Because they are, some of them are really in bad shape. And they don't do it necessarily intentionally. Hi, Lita. I'm good. They don't necessarily do it on purpose, Some do, right? But some have no idea they're even doing it, that they're even draining to be around. Geokinetic. You can manipulate Earth. The element of Earth and anything that has to do with it. Anything made from Earth, which includes metals, crystals, matter. And aura mage. See, that thing about shields up, Captain? So you can protect yourself and others by shielding them with your aura. And see, this is probably why people try to play in your energy. They want to be protected by you because they pissed off the Most High. And they think, well, I can just hide in her energy and he's not going to touch her. They're very wrong. Let them try it, because you know what happens. Then their own ancestors are coming for them, and your ancestors are coming for them, and the gods are coming for these fuckers. So let them try it. Let them try to cloak in your energy like they can't be seen there. They're dead ass wrong about, like, the Most High will strike them if they're near you. Like, they're stupid. He doesn't want them anywhere near you. Yeah, okay. Go fucking harass her. Watch what happens. You wake up on motherfucking life support, stupid. I don't understand these people and why they even try it. Manifester, see? Look at you. Time bender. So you operate on divine time. So time has no power over you whatsoever. I mean, earth time. I have that too. My dad used to say to me, you have no sense of time or money. I said, because they're useless where I'm from. I'm not here because of time or money. That's got nothing to do with why God birthed me here. My dad was like, I don't need a sense of time or money. God provides for me. I'm great. And time doesn't mean anything to me. Like, people try to make an appointment with me. I'm not going to be there, man. I can't do it. I don't do anything earth-timey. Bibliography, so you can divine using books. This means you can, I'll use my tarot book, for example. This is how I do my tarot every day, is I'll take the Heaven and Earth tarot book, right? And I'll say, Spirit, what's my message for today? But this time I'm going to say, Spirit, what's the message for the collective today? And I'll go like this, and I'll open it up. And I have Princess and Knight of Pentacles for y'all. I don't know if you know what that means. I need a washroom break, though. I'll be right back. Yeah. My microphone is grabbing my hair. Sorry if that was loud. Okie doke. All right, thanks for your patience. So I have the wrong glasses on to even read this. And I actually want to read it from this book specifically, because this book, if you don't have the Heaven and Earth, I got the Heaven and Earth Tarot Kit. It comes with this big ass book. And it's got full color pictures, but only for the major arcana. The rest of the cards is just text. I just want to read it from the book, because the way there's spiritual applications in it that will be helpful to everyone listening. I just need to find my other glasses. There they are. If they were any closer, y'all, they would have bit me. They're right beside me on my bed. Right. Whoa. Okay, here we go. So, okay, heavenly interpretations. The Princess of Pentacles spends her time in nature. She delights in the beauty surrounding her and in all the little details life has to offer. She pays attention to the sounds of the birds and the moments the wind The moments the wind makes as it blows through the trees. Okay, I don't know what I was thinking there. I was like, wait, the sentence doesn't make sense, but it does when you read the whole thing. The Princess of Pentacles has a keen eye for details. She observes the features of the items in her view. I think these glasses suck, man. I'm having a hard time reading with them. She inventories these things and keeps a precise catalog of them and their characteristics. So you probably have like a photographic and audiographic memory. You remember everything you've ever seen and everything you've ever heard. And this is leading me to another superpower. As an Akashic guardian, you're here to make a record of things. That's why you're like that. It's part of your purpose. You've got several. That's why you have so many gifts and why it's so overwhelming. So keyword is apprentice. The elemental dignitary is earth of earth. Upright meaning observant, quiet, notice the details of your surroundings. Growth, practicality, learn for the future and focus on what matters. Some questions to ask yourself and possibly journal would be, what grabs your attention? How familiar are you with your surroundings? Do you pay attention to the details? And the transformations. The energy of Princess of Pentacles is slow and observant. She gives us the ability to dig into the details of what we are doing. We raise our awareness and when we notice even the smallest items. It's another way to ground yourself in more fully too, and be fully present. Instead of like on autopilot in your vessel. Modern life isn't paced. Rarely do people take the time to slow down and observe the activities going on around them. If we don't pay attention to our surroundings, then we can lose out on a great deal of knowledge. The world becomes smaller and stale. That would be more of a shadow thing for someone who doesn't pay attention. I didn't read the shadow aspect on purpose. I can read it though, which will let you know if there's an imbalance in this way. Reverse meanings would be feeling scattered, inventory of your actions. We'll fix that, okay? Be aware of thoughts of fantasy, swift movements, which means getting ahead of yourself, like, and it says, pretend you already have what you desire. Instead of being anxious about what you don't have, it's saying, pretend you already have what you desire, which means it's the same with the manifestation. You know how you think about it, or you feel like you're going to feel when you get there, you envision it and you feel it, and to anchor it in, same kind of thing. It's to do with manifestation, though. So, the Knight of Pentacles is a protector. He moves cautiously, taking the time to assess his surroundings for danger. He provides service for others. This knight moves slower than the others because he desires perfection. The Knight of Pentacles moves cautiously and with determination. While he may be the slowest knight of all the suits, this gives him the ability to be determined in his efforts to succeed. Keyword protector, elemental dignitary, earth of fire. Correspondence is Leo of Virgo. Upright meanings, take caution before entering a situation. Slow and steady. It means read the room. Also, right? Nurture your accomplishments. Look before you leap. Read the room. Same thing. Establish trust and security. Reverse meanings, routine movements, strong motivation, rush into situations, lack of confidence, unable to uncover peaceful resolutions, issues with pace. So, when he comes up upright, he's like, and he's misaligned. And this is a part of yourself, right? When your internal Knight of Pentacles is misaligned, your movements become unbalanced. You can't time things right, or like shit just keeps going wrong. It's like one thing after another. So you just need to rebalance that, basically. and by pacing yourself. So you take a task and you break it down into smaller tasks, right? And just, knock them off in sequence. Okay, so what happens when you slow down your movement? Who do you protect? And also I would throw in there, are you protecting yourself enough? You know what I mean? I'm not saying be defensive and like that, but like keep your guard up, not in a wounded way, but just like people can't take advantage of you if you slap up boundaries that are so firm that you're just straight not allowing them to cross them. Like you just won't tolerate it. What commitments require your attention? The Knight of Pentacles brings slow and stable energy. This energy helps us get through the longest projects with confidence. It gives us a firm foundation on which to stand and to operate. All our needs have been met. Like, think about your higher self. Your higher self is the completely evolved version of you. Your higher self already has everything and is everything you could ever even possibly hope to become, and then some. And already has everything you desire. It's already yours. That's where that phrase comes from. That's why it's important, especially if we're working with manifestation, to stay constantly in alignment with your higher self, the part of you that already owns that and has that, or is that, if it's a skill you're trying to hone or an opportunity you're wanting. Okay, I'm going to take those off now. But that's bibliomancy. So you just pick up, and it'll work with any book. It started with me. I started doing it using the Holy Bible. And I would pick up the Holy Bible, King James Version. And I'd say, Heavenly Father, what message do you have for me today? Or if I had a problem, how do I fix this, whatever problem I have? And I would grab the Bible, do this with the pages, right? And when it felt right, I just opened the book, and wherever my eyes fell, I'm telling you, as you start reading it, it was completely applicable to what the hell it was going through and totally answered it perfectly. And so I followed that guidance and I fixed my shit. Whatever was wrong, if that was the reason I was even consulting it, Sometimes I just wanted guidance for the day. Same like I do with, tarot or stuff like that. But for me, it'll work with any book. I can just walk into a library, pick up any book, or walk into my studio, pick up any book I own, and just open it, and just drop my eyes. And I'm telling you, whatever I read is relevant to whatever is going on in my headspace. It's just bizarre how that happens. So I just wanted to explain that for those who didn't know what bibliomancy is. Oh, what was this? Yeah, bibliography is another name for it. But bibliomancy. And bibliography are the same thing. And you will easily find, I'm telling you, if you start looking up, like there's people who pay thousands of dollars for copies of sacred texts and shit. Because you're an Akashic Guardian, I'm telling you, you'll find all that shit for free online somewhere. Won't cost you a cent. If you just keep looking for it, you'll find it for free, whatever it is. The Book of Enoch, whatever. Like, I'm telling you, you're not going to have to pay a cent for it. Because in your case, as an Akashic Guardian, for those of you who are that, it's knowledge you already have and need to be reminded of for whatever reason. Because your head is full of other stuff that's going on in this timeline. But you already know all that is to come. All that's ever been, all that is to come. You already know it. So that's why they say, like, search yourself for the answers, because you already have them. They're already there. Energy master. By this, I meant energy, like a master energy manipulator. You can turn any energy, including the energy of a room, into the vibe you want. You can throw any fucking vibe you want to affect anyone, anywhere, at any time. You don't even have to be near the person. Seriously, if your enemies keep pressing you, you can throw that fucking vibe that'll take them and their entire bloodline clean off the planet without touching a hair on their head or ever speaking to them, seeing them, or knowing them by name. Which is why I don't understand why people play with the chosen ones. God gave us every fucking power God himself has. The most high God of all creation. He created us, the chosen ones. We're not normal people. We're straight up demigods. Some people call themselves starseeds or earth angels. Whatever you want to call it, it's a demigod. Okay, you have all the same powers God has to use at your disposal to defend yourself and those you love, and any of God's people. If you see them being bullied beyond what they can handle, you are allowed to intervene. Just ask God first. Before you throw out a vibe of any kind, just say, God's will be done. And when you say that, you're just referring to the God above you to make sure that there's no overkill. That's all you have to do, and you're not breaking any spiritual laws at all. And those of you who can feel people courting you and throwing cords at your energy and hooking your fucking shields and shit, you know what you do? You take those cords, wrap them around your hands like boxing tape, and you fucking drag those people. I'm telling you, zigzag it, jumping up and down, whatever the fuck. Flail it around like, I don't know if you've ever spun poi, but do that kind of shit. And don't make it, like, nice. Like, do it in an agitating way, okay? Like, all that agitating energy that they're sending you, trying to attack you with, amplify it with your own agitation, okay? And then fucking drag them around and go, you like that, bitch? Okay, didn't fucking think so, pussy. I'm telling you, you're going to hear word that something fucked befell those people. And it was what they had coming, because the Most High runs everything. So he's not going to allow you to do overkill. He gave you that power and, sent you my way so I can show you this is how I use mine. You don't have to use yours the same way. If that don't sit right with you, if you still have beliefs that, oh, I shouldn't do that, okay, you're not doing anything wrong. I'm telling you now, because, yeah, you can send it back. Return to sender is the thing. But before you do that, amplify it. Because this is why these little bitches do this shit. They haven't been fucking clapped back hard enough by someone who actually is a god and can god smack them. They don't understand their motherfucking mortality enough. That's why they play around like that. You gotta show them, bitch, I'm not mortal, but you are. Watch your fucking, I'll spare your life this time, but try it again, and no mercy. You gotta fuck them up bad enough, though, that they're too fucking scared to try it again. Like I've been saying for a long time, that the people who are fucking around with the collective, call yourselves earth angels, whatever you want. Earth angels are basically demigods too. Okay? But they're created for very specific purposes and have dominion over very specific things. Whereas we, the chosen ones, we have, we'll do even greater works than Jesus did and any ascended master who's been here before us. That's why we're here now, because we were the fucking wild cards. Understand? We were held back for such a time as this because we're the fucking crazy. We're the dragons these people shouldn't have fucking poked. You know what I mean? So, all of us collectively and even individually are the wrath of God incarnate. And that's why we're not breaking spiritual laws. We're just clapping these bitches back going, bitch, no. Not fucking today, not any day, not ever the fuck again. This is, it's over. Your games are fucking over. You don't run this planet. God does. And we do. We never fucking left. We've always fucking been here in different fucking vessels. As if we're gonna fucking have humankind created after us and then just fucking ditch them to defend for themselves against these fucking morons. Like, bitch, please. Anyone who fucking believes that God left you is, I don't know, man. Maybe you need to talk to me or something. Hit me up on Facebook. I'll set you straight. You know, that is not the case. We have never not been here. Like, and there's more than 144,000 of us. They were really underestimating how many they're fucking up against. They have no idea, and that's the truth. And that's why they're so shook. Psychic self-defense. So some of you are being called to teach psychic self-defense, whatever you know of it. Share your knowledge. Scion. So you have again, this is energy manipulation, which is psionic energy. I don't know if you know what psi balls are and stuff like that, but that's what's at the end of his staff there. That is energy that he created with his own hand. Some people can see it. You'll see it as like if you activate your palms like this, it's kind of like you would for Reiki, okay? And you rub your hands together, and you feel that pull, that magnetic pull in there, that's psionic energy. Okay, and we all have it. And when you move it around like this in the figure 8, I'm telling you, you can heal yourself, the environment. That's why Qigong and flowing with your hands and shit like this is so important. Because you're directing energy. And life-saving for some, life-threatening for others. It depends on what they got coming to their ass. You know, we don't even have to decide all that. It's self-directing energy, and it goes where it's supposed to. You know? Okay, so Zion. Awakener, some of you, if not, well, all of us were here to help wake people up. You know? Soldier. All of us are built for battle, okay? And I created this card where the guy's wrapping a wound. You see on his arm here? Well, I am not used to this camera. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm used to doing this with a laptop, which I'm not. Okay, I'm using my laptop there. See that? Oh my God, everything's backward. Where the hell? There, the wound on his arm. I'm going to stab this card because how it's showing up on my phone and how it's showing up to you guys is very different. There, the wound on his arm, right there. That tells me that some of you are being too lenient on people who you know fucked you over, and you're still letting them back in your energy, right? These people will try to strike you again because they're weak-ass bitches who are intimidated by you. They're not going to do it this way. They like to cause you to bleed physically, but they try to make you bleed energetically so they can harvest your energy. So don't let these bitches do that to you, okay? You need to God smack them the fuck out of your way. Seriously. And don't show them mercy. They don't have mercy on anybody that they're attacking at all. Like, look what they're doing to children, for fuck's sakes. Right? I don't need to say any more about that. We're allowed to be mad at that, and we're allowed to be very cruel to these people because they've done that. Chaos Mage. Like, we can do that shit too. The difference is they gotta do all these fucking weird-ass rituals, and we don't, because Karmic Avenger. We're sent here by God. See how his eyes are red? That's God's wrath. We see why God is pissed off at these people. Okay? aerokinetic. I'm telling you, you've got all the kinesises, okay? Which means you can manipulate all 5 elements: earth, air, fire, water, spirit. I count metals as earth, even though Chinese people count them separately with their elemental system. I count metals as earth. So, and same with wood. So you have the power to manipulate all of the elements and command them and do shit. Like, we can literally, all of us can counteract. Any of us who have atmokinesis can counteract harp, for example. Like, we're living, breathing harps. So they want to send a tsunami? Okay, we can send the fucking tsunami right to the people sending it. We can push it back so it takes them out instead of the people they're fucking trying to target, so they can mine their fucking lithium or whatever they're doing. Okay, I know far too fucking much, but look it. YouTube, those of you who are in the collective on YouTube, protect this video. And all who watch it. If it disappeared, you all know why. Once again, I've spoken too much truth. That happens to my sisters all the time in the collective. Our videos just go missing because one of the fucking guilty parties gets paranoid because they've been called out. Because we forewarn people of shit. Pendulum scryer. I actually can't use a pendulum because of my telekinesis. It'll spin in whatever direction I want. Telepath. So you can telepathically communicate with anybody in your soul tribe. Hydrokinetic, manipulation of water. Necromancer, ability to hear and speak to the dead. So, now I'm going to say something about this because, okay, if a person has just passed on, they're too traumatized by their passing to actually communicate with you right now. But what they can do, like what will happen so that communication stays open, is their guardian angel will be able to talk to you on their behalf until they've completed their transition back into the spirit world, so to speak. Okay? Marksmanship. Shadow worker. Discerner. Okay, so these people can't play you, and you're a chameleon. You can straight blend in with whoever, any group of people from any walk of life. They just fucking love and accept you. Right? And you're not even trying to. Like, if they're part of your soul tribe, they're going to resonate with you. You can walk into, like, I don't know. You could walk into it like a club that's full of fucking gang members and shit. No one's going to fucking hurt you. If anything, they're going to start to talk to you, and then they're just going to be like, well, holy fuck, I really like this person. You know? That's just an example. Conjurer, warrior, sacred scribe. Some of you are supposed to write about what you know. Possibly publish a book. Clairaudient, the ability to hear spirits, guides. I can hear it all. Angels. If my vibe is low, I can hear demons too. Yes, I can. This is true of anyone. The ones who can hear the demons, it's because they're being spiritually attacked so hard that their vibration is low enough that they can hear those fuckers. Like harassing the shit out of them. Right? So for people who hear that, and I'm talking the ones that have teenagers cutting their fucking arms and trying to kill themselves and shit like that, that's why, because they're under that heavy of a spiritual attack. Shaman, time traveler, alchemist, comforter, pyrokinetic, the ability to manipulate fire, cloaking. That's the point I was trying to get to, with shielding and cloaking and chameleonism. You're going to fit in anywhere, and where God does not want you seen, you have the ability to cloak yourself. Heyoka, sacred clown. Some of you dispel heavy energies with humor. Like you just are able to crack, like I can do it. And it's awkward. Like I can make shit very awkward, right? Let's blame the Gemini in my chart. But yeah, because you were in a toxic environment and were probably bullied so much that it lowered your vibration. That's how they spiritually are able to attack you, and you can even hear them. Yeah, I know all about that kind of stuff. Yeah, I've actually, this is going to sound really mean. I was with somebody who was a very judgmental person, right? It was an actual ex-boyfriend of mine. And I went to the psych ward just to like visit people, see if anybody needed any help with anything, because I'm well aware that the people in the psych ward are people who are very fucking gifted and are being pilled out on purpose so that their gifts won't work. They're being called crazy and shit like that. So I'd go in to see if anybody needed anything, if I could throw any fucking vibes to help heal these people faster and get them the fuck out of there, shit like that. And one time I brought this particular ex-boyfriend with me. He was a real judgmental. I didn't realize how fucking much of an asshole he was until this happened. There was a girl in there who used to cut herself. He straight up looked at me and he's like, I can't stand people who cut themselves. They're fucking attention whores, blah, blah, blah. I beat the shit out of that guy. I physically fucking assaulted the shit out of him right in that hospital. I lost my ever-loving mind. And I was like, okay, I might need to admit myself now, because, like, holy shit, man. And they're like, no. Like, if we weren't on, like, if we wouldn't lose our jobs, we would have beat the shit out of them, too. So, I just fucking, wow. It was violent. Like, I was like, well, no one has to call your fucking pathetic ass an ambulance. Walk your fucking mouthy bitch ass down the stairs. Go to emergency. I said, oh, don't forget to call the cops on me and charge me. Because these people here heard what you fucking said. He didn't get cops involved. But yeah, I couldn't fucking believe my ears. Like, I was like, Jesus, like, how the fuck is an asshole like this anywhere fucking near me? It made me wonder why. I'm like, and why is this motherfucker? He's one of those motherfuckers that would drive someone to do that shit. You know what I mean? That's the only sense I could make out of that. He didn't know I was like a whole ass ninja. Like, fuck it. If he could hide out, he was a psychopath. I could hide. I'm a ninja, right? Turnabout is fair play. Reiki Master. Those of you who do that, make sure to always conjure energies and stuff like that. I used to do it. I don't anymore. Because it gets draining, right? Animal totems. I don't know if those of you who see animals all the time realize that those are power animals and they're coming to activate certain parts of your certain dormant gifts in you. That is so awesome. Yeah, you can just be like, Spirit, what message do I need right now? And then, yeah, I do it too, because readers need readers too. Seriously, I am not by any means all fucking knowing. I know whatever the Most High put it in me to know, and whatever I've searched out for myself, and whatever I can recall from past lives, and, you know, my interaction with my higher self and knows the future for myself. I never look into another person's future. Like, I'm not that person. It's the same reason I won't do love readings. And I'm not knocking love readers, because some of them, that is their purpose. They can give people answers that they're their partner is withholding from them to be a toxic ass bastard. You know what I mean? Male or female. So I do commend what they do, but for me, because of how deep I can go with it, I'm telling you, with the dark psychology and all that shit that I'm aware of, man, I would probably rock a person's world if they got a love message or like a love reading from me. It would just be too much. I would see too much. So that's why I don't do love readings. And plus, if sometimes there's karmic people spying on somebody else's divine masculine. You know what I mean? Or vice versa. A karmic masculine spying on divine feminines. I'm not fucking putting myself on offer to fuck up God's plan for anybody. Are you kidding me? Like, I'm not trying to get my ass whooped by the Most High. Like, I'm a powerful bitch, but he can smoke me. And I'm very much aware of this, so I'm not about to spiritually creep any fucking buddy for anybody. Glamoring. We all look younger than our age. It's not glamoring as in magic, though. Shield mage, the ability I've already mentioned, the ability to shield yourself and others with the aura mage thing. Psychic medium. A psychic medium is not just the same as a tarot card reader. That's someone who can scry in anything at all, crystal balls, whatever they look at, becomes a device to scry in. Cards, you can do palmistry. You're a medium. You can speak with the departed or ascended masters. And we can do this because we are ascended masters who've come back. Okay, so it's like you're basically just channeling. Okay, let's say you go to channel Buddha or even Jesus. You're channeling yourself on a previous timeline, and I'm like, okay, if you're, it doesn't make much sense to me that I mean, it's good to work with ascended masters and stuff like that, but it's like, how do I say this? It's better to work with them to have things activated in you that are dormant, like skill sets you had back then that you were actively using, because they're necessary now too. You know what I mean? Profit. Suggestion, I already said that. By location. You have the ability to physically be in two places at once. I'm not just talking about where you etheric project to go, or etheric project to go check in on people. I mean, you can physically manifest in more than one place. It doesn't just have to be two, like this card suggests. This is a very common phenomenon. It's been researched for years in China and Japan and everywhere like that. Like, they know about all this stuff, too. See, I'm not crazy. People can do it. Atmokinetic is the ability to manipulate the weather, like be a human harp, if you will, but we don't have to push on the fucking ionosphere and slam it back down to cause tsunamis and shit like that. We're able to prevent it. Like rainbow warriors, you know, we can hold a crystal quartz pointed at the sky. Some of them do that. I don't use crystals, which is probably not good because it's really draining for me, because the crystal will amplify what I'm trying to do to close the sky, you know? But anyhow, we can stop droughts, open the sky, make it rain, or close the sky and stop it from flooding, stuff like that. Push tsunamis and hurricanes around. Back to the people who fired up the fucking harp and take out their whole setup. Oh, you're welcome, Nita. Thank you for being here. Like, I'm happy we all met. Portal Guardian. Some of us guard the portals. Mirror Scryer. I damn sure know I'm a Portal Guardian. It doesn't matter what house I'm living in. Whatever portal I'm guarding comes with me to wherever I go. And yeah, mirror scryer, thoughtography, so you can get a still frame picture, you know, like remote viewing, where you can see things happen in real time, like you're watching a movie. With thoughtography, it's like that, but you'll see still shots of things, like a photograph in your mind of something. But it works the same way as remote viewing. Like, say you got a lover overseas, and he happens to be like sitting on a rock looking at the moon thinking about you. Because he's directing energy at you, you might get a still shot of him sitting on a rock looking at the moon in your head and be like, what the hell? That's just one example. It can happen for many reasons, right? And hypnotist. We all have, those of us with power of suggestion and power of persuasion, we're able to hypnotize people. Like me, I've, like I said, I used to go visit the psych ward and stuff like that and make sure people are okay and you know, throw any vibes I could to accelerate their healing without harming them, of course. And I have the ability to hypnotize people, and they saw that in the hospitals I visited. There would be people dead ass in meth-induced psychosis, and I would just take them into my arms and I'd start talking to them. I would hug them and start talking to them, and I would ground them in my peace and pull them right out of their storm. It was hypnosis. So I could just hypnotize them out of, and it was weird. They felt so at peace, like with me talking to them. These people would fall asleep in my arms, and these are people who were like strung all the way out, ready. They were violent. They were violent and just not approachable. But for some reason, I can walk up to them people and be like, brother or sister, come here for a second. And I just take them in my arms and tell them how much God loves them and what a great job they're doing. And they're not fucking crazy. You know what I mean? And the reason they're in this state is because they shouldn't be using whatever substance they're using, because it's causing their gifts to fire off, but wrong. Like fire off in a way that is overloading the nervous system. I would explain that to them when they woke up, and they would quit drugs and shit. So, because I was like, the only reason you're doing it is to cope. There's a pain inside you that you don't want to feel. And I'm telling you, I'll hold safe, sacred space for you right now. Feel the feels. Man, I'll just cry with you. I'm not going to make fun of you. I've been hurt, you know? Feel the feels. Let them rip. And then you won't even feel the need for this anymore, because there's nothing to run from, because you just felt it. The feelings keep coming up and you keep choking them down with whatever substance. If you just let them come all the way up and out, they won't bother you as much. You know? You've stopped the rain a few times. You probably have sunbeams following you wherever you go, and you might not be aware of it. I have such a hot mess of cards on this table, y'all. Look. And I haven't even used all my decks. There's like, I don't know, easy like more than 1,000 cards on this table. Or close to it, you know? Yeah, you've probably done a lot more, like every time you pray for people, like if there's a hurricane or something, you're making that hurricane fuck off away from those people. And because because you see those people in need of help, I don't know about y'all, but sometimes when people are praying, I can hear their prayers, like in my own, like as if they're praying to me personally. You know what I mean? And straight up, I answered that shit. I do immediately. I'm like, you know, but the more you evolve and stuff, or activate really, and integrate all your gifts and stuff, The more that's going to happen. You're not crazy. You're not schizoid. It's not that. It's that, you know, like I said, we're not normal. We're not mortal. You know, our bodies are, because they fucked with them on purpose with the poison food and the poison water and the blah, 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 you know, but no, we're not mortal. And the other thing I'm going to say before I sign off is that there's only two beings who say when you die, you and the Most High. And in order for you to actually cross all the way over and not come back in this vessel that you're currently in, is for you to surrender your will to live. So don't. And you'll live as long as you want. Period. It doesn't work for corrupt people who are assholes. It only works for people with God's favor. Okay? So the people who are assholes who want to try this shit, I mean, they've been trying, and God doesn't even want them alive. That's why they look all fucked up. So I'm just getting my cards in order here. Okay, loves. Thank you so much for joining, and I hope these messages were helpful. Above all, oh shit, I wanted to talk to you guys about the dream. So last night, I had this dream. It was fucking weird. I was in some really fucking tall building with my twin and his mom and the girlfriend he currently has, who's a friend of mine. And like, we're all on good terms and stuff. And I was like, we were in this building just talking, you know, having a great time. Just three of us hanging out, or four of us, sorry. And as we've done before, but not in this particular building, we were on some kind of, I don't know. It was a really tall building, like skyscraper thing, and had a big open stone thing. And there was something that came up like a steeple, sort of, but it had a sphere on the top of it. And then another smaller steeple on top of that. So went up in, I don't know where the fuck we were, man. But that's where we were. And there's a whole bunch of yelling and screaming outside. There was no windows in the building that we were in. It was made of stone, and there's no windows, like glass, I mean. And there's people screaming and shrieking and making all kinds of noise. And I walked outside to go, like, what the fuck is going on, right? And there was a fucking cherubim in the sky, one cherubim in the sky, looking down, and it shot this fucking energy out of this big eyeball in the center. It shot this energy that was invisible when you shot it, but it just, everybody around me, not my twin or his mother or his girlfriend, I said, stay here, you know, and I went out to investigate. Everybody around me just fucking dropped to the ground, and they were skeletons. Their skin was gone, everything. They were just straight dead ass skeletons. They just were no more. It happened like that, like in less than a microsecond, just boom. And when it hit them, it was a weird color. It was kind of like a flame that touched their bodies for just a split fucking second. And it was like turquoise and electric blue in color, closest colors I can think of. Like a bright ass blue. It was weird. It was just, you couldn't see the energy, like a direct line shooting out of it. You just saw everything it hit lit up all at once. And then there was a bunch of skeletons everywhere. And I was like, whoa. I knew that it was a cherubim. I'm not afraid of cherubims. They're with me wherever I'm at. So I'm used to them and how they roll. But like, you know what I mean? I haven't seen them have to take out people like that before. And I was like, well, what the fuck does that mean? Like, the shit woke me out of my sleep. And I was like, God, fuck, I gotta go back. Is my my twin okay? Is Mama Shark all right? Like, what the fuck? My girl Julia, I gotta check on my people, right? And I don't know if that was a prophetic thing or what, but I think that's what's coming to these people who keep fucking around. I think we're just gonna find one fine day that they're just gone. You know? And all that's left of them is their skeletons. To remind us, don't fuck around because you'll find out that you're dead. And they went the final kaput. I seen their souls die and everything. It was just all done. All that was left of them was a skeleton. Nothing else. And they were like running, so they were all in fucking weird positions, you know? Like some of them had the leg up and they looked like roadkill and shit. Arms all twisted. Yeah. So I was like, whoa, man. Like, did I have to have this dream now? What the fuck was I eating? And I was like, oh yeah, I'm fasting. I didn't eat anything. I don't know. But it's not going to happen to the chosen. The chosen are fine. We don't get touched by it. It doesn't even hit us. They know. They know not to hit us. It's not us. It's anybody who was in a vibration of fear, though. Done. Done. So you have to stay in the vibration of love. Like the stuff people are talking about being in the vibration of like perfect love and perfect trust. Not a joke. You got to know for a fact that you're safe. That's why we got to work off all this trauma. Because, you know, we've all been traumatized, bullied, picked on, because we have enemies who don't want to see us step into our power. Because once we're in our power, then this shit goes down and they're fucked and they know it. Like, I mean, Fubar, fucked up beyond all repair because they don't even have a soul to come back with because they sold the shit. You know? So, yeah, that was just such... That's the craziest dream I've had in a while, and it was so fucking real. Like, I still don't even know if Mama Shark and my twin made it. It's bothering me. Because, you know, it just kind of shocked me, and I was like, what the fuck? That just brought me right back to consciousness here in the now. It felt like near future, though. Very near future. Pretty fucking imminent, so it's not far off. I was not aware of, like, what timeline I was in Earth years. But, yeah. It's really kind of disturbing. Like, I straight up have... I have guilt because I told them to stay inside. But even, like, if... inside a building, this thing was taking out things inside the building too. It was just one shot, and then there's like people's bodies just lit up like that, like just poof in just a second, and they were gone. Like scarier than any energy directed weapons you've ever seen, you know. But I wasn't afraid. I had this inner peace, and I was just like, I just wanted to know what was going on. You know, so I think that might be happening. You know how the Bible predicts, I can't remember how many days you're supposed to stay inside your house and cover your windows and keep the doors shut and locked and the windows shut and locked, and no matter what you see or hear, don't look outside. I think that's what I saw, is what would happen if you looked outside. That's what you'd see. And but they weren't reduced to ash, though. So, I don't know. They were just reduced to skeletons. And then it just shook me so much I woke up, and then my mind is still like trying to work it out. Like, wow. And now I have questions, right? I didn't have a question in my head before that dream happened. I was like, I was good. I was just chilling with my soul tribe and everything was great. And then, you know, these people just lit up like a bunch of glow sticks, and then we're skeletons. I'm just trying to laugh to make light of it, you know? But I was completely detached from those people. I think God was showing me how healed I am, like that I've been able to let go of, how, because they say you got to cut the toxic connections out of your life, but what they don't tell you is why. Having had that dream, I'll tell you why. If you're in any way attached to these people and you're freaked out when that goes down and they didn't make the cut, it's going to drag you down to the same vibe that they're in, and you're going to go with them. You're going to get taken out with them. So that's the why. And, well, that in itself is I'm not a person who's usually in the energy of fear, but that's a scary ass thought, of how easy it is for that to just go down. And it can happen any fucking moment. You know what I mean? At any fucking time. We don't know when it's happening. The only one who knows is the one who's doing the thing. And you know what? The angel who does that, the cherubim who does that angel doesn't even know when it's going to be called to do it. It just knows when it does get called. Those things are obedient like us. God says jump. We're not sat there asking questions, bitch. We're in the fucking air. We're not like, why, where, how high? Oh, your grandma was a rainbow warrior? Well, all of her activations are in you too. All of her gifts. For sure. I'm sorry, I'm just seeing that now. I'm trying to clean up my cards. I made a big mess on my table. So I can sit and hang out with you guys a little bit longer instead of just take off on y'all. Because some of you just got here not too long ago, so. Yeah, that dream was like, whoa. And I've had other dreams that were apocalyptic in nature before. So I'm not like new to getting those kinds of dreams. But I just, like, when they come, I'm not really trying to have them, if you know what I'm saying. They just kind of happen. I never go to bed going, Lord, show me how this all ends. I don't ever ask that. Like, I'm not trying to know. But now I know some of it. And I'm just like, whoa. That was like, wow. And I think the only reason I did see it is because I guess I've healed enough on my own journey that I was even able to handle that. You know what I mean? Because before I did all my shadow work, and I haven't done it all, there's no such thing as having all of it done. None of us are perfect. We were born to be awesome, not perfect, right? My friend Mel used to say, Mel Brand from Gold Ray Twin Flames, he used to say, we don't need to be perfect, but reasonably close will do. So I call awesome reasonably close to perfect. I've been seeing my birthday on the clock too. 521, 521, 521. Isn't that wild? Jesus, you know what? I went to bed at 5:21 that morning, and that's when I had that dream. So, like, if you can stay up for a little bit, I do recommend, because you might have an incoming terrifying dream like I had. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I was just looking around myself, and I was perfectly, I didn't see anyone else standing though. That's what had me spooked. There was no one else standing. It was just me. And I was like, whoa. You know, it was crazy. Like, I've I've had weirder dreams too than that one. That were, well, they were scary at the time, but at the time again, I was able to handle them. There was a dream where, it wasn't a dream. I swear to God, I had straight physically manifested in a war-torn country where planes were flying overhead, gassing the people with black smoke. And I was there to find survivors because I don't know, I was walking, I had like something on my face, so I was in a physical body. So I seriously bilocated. And this was real time at that time. And I don't even know what war was going on or where I even was. Because I don't ever watch the news. I don't fucking let them tell me nothing. I don't trust them. I just, God has a mission for me to do. I lay down on my bed, I ditch my body, and, an angel keeps it breathing for me, and I'm off to wherever he's taken me. And there will be a physical vessel supplied to me wherever I'm at, which means I literally possess another being, or I physically bilocate and it's this vessel coming with me. I don't know. But I'm in a war-torn country, and these planes are flying overhead, and they're spraying this black fucking smoke, and it's like straight taking people out. It's poisoning the ground, everything. It's just fucking being fucked up. And I'm in this suit, and I've got, like, the breathing mask on and stuff. And I'm looking for survivors. And when I find them, I just carry them, and I bring them to this, I don't even know how the fuck I knew where this place was, but I brought them to this facility where it has these doors that open up. They had round doors, and I brought them to the facility, and I brought them inside, and there's like all tunnels in it, right? And when you first walk in, there's decontamination showers that hit you everywhere, so that whatever is out there is so lethal, right? You have to be decontaminated like several times in order to get into the building. So it decontaminates myself and whoever I'm carrying. And then I bring them in with all the living people, all the survivors. And they're all just in there in these tunnels where they're healing and stuff, But everything is laid to waste. There's not a building or nothing. So, the war I saw, there was like straight up, I'm telling you, directed energy weapons were used because things were dissolved to fucking ash. Plus, just to make and then after they did all that, that's why I have no way of knowing where I was, because there wasn't a building standing to even give me a fucking landmark, right? And they, just to, for extra, just to be sure they got everybody, they just sprayed them like bugs with this black fucking smoke shit coming out of all these airplanes. It was crazy. So I don't even know where that was, but that was in real time, and that happened in 2014, 2015 ish. And I physically lived in Canada at the time, so it wasn't there. It's not here that it happened in Canada. It's somewhere else. And I wasn't really looking at people's faces and stuff because, I was just, all I could think about is like, who else is out there? Who else is out there? That's all I could think about. It was the only thing on my mind. I even woke up again, kind of like I did from this dream, feeling like I fucking forgot somebody and I felt like shit. You know? Thank you, sister. I worry about my sons all the time because my younger ones, I'm in I'm in contact with my oldest, but my 3 younger ones I'm not really in contact with much. They live in a different area in Canada than me. Oh my god, I did it. I cleaned up the whole mess. Can't believe it. Well, I shouldn't say can't believe it because then I'll flail out and lock something on the floor. So I don't know who needs to hear this message, but tired of starting over, stop giving up on yourself. For anybody who ever felt that, because I know I have. And back in the day, I was hypersensitive and I used to care what people think about me. But when I realized these people who say all this weird shit, none of them are paying my bills. I'm not married to these people. You know what I mean? They're not, they weren't family members in my case. They were just haters. So I don't know who these people are to think they can say anything over anyone else's life, but man. You're crazy as hell to even be thinking that shit. Yeah, I feel like all of our bloodlines are protected, for sure. And like our truest, nearest, and dearest friends. But in the event that they're not, everybody brace yourselves, because I don't know when this is going down, but wow. It was just like without warning when it was happening at all. I just, whenever I move, this thing has to refresh itself. Yeah, I had no idea that was even going to go down. Okay. Spirit said I was supposed to use these, so I'm going to pull a few. This is my Sharknosis deck. It's self-hypnotic suggestions to repattern your brain. And again, of course, it's got a shark on it because I have a problem with being obsessed with sharks. So that's the front. Well, backs. And that's where the messages are. So we'll take this message. It says, I am luminous, I am luxurious, I am magical, I am magnetic, I am magnificent. Okay, any more? I am cheerful, I am cherished, I am chosen, I am clever, I am comfortable. So I know I'm dealing with chosen ones in the chat. This will undo any toxic programming and false beliefs that your brain might be running on, and it'll override them. So you say these things to yourself, right? You can always like get to the playback, fast forward it to this part, and then write them down. Whichever ones will correspond with what you're trying to combat. I am stable, I am strong, I am stunning, I am suave, I am successful. Excuse me. And I am focused, I am fortunate, I am free, I am friendly, I am fulfilled. I think I am free is a good one for anybody who's feeling like tethered to someone, as though you're released. You're free, you're liberated, you're, the attachment is done. If it's a toxic one, I mean. There's obviously some attachments you don't want gone, right? But, well, I wouldn't even call them attachments. Attachments aren't good. as a whole, because they do have the power to manipulate you. I am adventurous, I am aligned, I am alive, I am alluring, I am ambitious. And I am optimistic, I am opulent. I tried to say those two at the same time for some reason. I am ordained, I am organized, I am outstanding. We'll do one more. Spirit, what's going to help? I am prosperous, I am protected, I am proud, I am purposeful, I am qualified. Yo, what a way to finish it off. And those are ancestral messages for the 1010 and Day of the Dead and Halloween, all of that. I thought I'd pull it all in tonight. I said I would do it closer to Halloween, but because I'm going to be moving house, yeah, I thought I really can't work that in because I need to pack up all my decks and stuff like that. So, you know, I thought, well, why not do it today? You know, being that Spirit said, 'cause he woke me up from that sleep and it was like, time to go live. And I was like, okay, affirmative, sir. Sir, yes, sir. You know, I don't argue with the Most High. Like, what he says goes, period. I don't question nothing. He's got his reasons. So those of you who showed up tonight, he really wanted to talk to y'all specifically. So that's great. We got to have that conversation. And we all got to meet. And I'm thankful that I got to meet more Soul Tribe tonight. So thank you guys for coming here. I love and appreciate you. And I send blessings to you and all who love and sustain you in all directions of time and where time does not exist, so that no one can mess with your flow. And I hope to see you on my next live. I have no idea when that would be. The reason I don't make a schedule is so my enemies don't know what to attack. They don't know when I'm going live. So right now they must be asleep because they're not in here attacking nothing. You know what I mean? That's why I listen to the Most High. When he says it's time to go live, then I do a live. If it's a video that I'm just uploading, I don't really got to worry about that. But when it's a live stream or something, yeah, I want things to be good so that you guys can hear, and so can I. And there's not going to be a lot of interference and trouble and stuff. So, yeah, I never do it on a set schedule. I just, whenever the Most High says so, that's when it goes down. So, I love you all. Thanks for coming out. And I will talk to you next time I do a live. And hopefully I get to see you guys. And hopefully it's not this crazy of an hour. I don't know what time it is where y'all are. But here it's 4:33 a.m. in Canada. I mean, like in Ontario, Canada. So, yeah. I hope y'all have a great night and you sleep well and you don't have crazy nightmares like I just had. And that you're at peace. And I will see you next time. Bye for now.